on, let me orient you, let me get you familiar with what you're looking at. Because if this is a first time tea timing, you might be overwhelmed. You might be overstimulated. Your brain is on the verge of explosion. Let me rein it in. Your brain exploding, exploding, expanding, expanding. I grab it and I'm bringing it in, and I give it a nice little massage, like it's like I'm an evil villain, and your brain is a cat, my little hairless cat that I'm just petting, and I'm going, shh. It's all gonna be okay because I'm gonna explain to you what you're looking at, what you're seeing, what you're intaking, because it's all so good for you. You just don't know it yet. What we're doing here, what this is right here, this right here, this shit right here, this shit right here. This is Tea Time, and I'm your host, Tony Murr. And if you're watching this, if you are celebrating the New Year soon, if you are celebrating the Chinese New Year, if you are celebrating another piece of holiday, if you are celebrating maybe that you just had a cookie and it was very good, maybe you're celebrating because you had a nice little dinner for yourself that was healthy for once after weeks upon weeks of eating like shit. It don't matter what you're doing right here, you are officially teed up. We're teed up over here. I'm your host, Tony Murr, and what Tea Time is, it's an alternate broadcast. Picture the Manning cast, but new and reimagined. The Manning cast is somewhat new. What we're doing is even newer, more revolutionary. Because what we're gonna do is we watch Monday Night Football, you and I together. You're gonna have it up on your big screen. If you made it to this point in the program, then I know you are a football fan. So you're gonna have the Monday Night Football game on anyways. Doesn't matter any of the implications. Be a shit game with Tea Time and Tony Murr, because what I'm doing is bringing an element of entertainment that you never seen before, that you never had in a broadcast before, and that's the beauty of this. So you're gonna have on your big screen, on your main screen, you're gonna have the Falcons and Rams. That is the Monday Night Football game. But on your secondary device, I don't care if it's a tablet, a laptop, an iPad, a cell phone, most likely, you're going to have me orating and illustrating what's happening in the game. I am bringing the broadcast to you. So you're going to want to have Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. Don't get me wrong, I love those guys. I listen to those guys too. I'm going to be listening to them. But this is a new way of doing things. This is the fun way of doing things. If you thought Monday wasn't that great, do Tea Time. Do a Tea Time, because that is how we have the most fun on a Monday for Monday Night Football. When we're watching the Rams. When we're watching the Rams versus the Falcons in this game that it seemingly doesn't mean anything. And first off the bat, we got the national anthem going on. You know, we respect people around here. We respect our troops. We respect our country. So we're rising for this occasion. No sitting down right here. Look at these guys, bunch of animals. I want to listen. Let me start listening to what's going on too. And the Rockies are... We got a little boy band. Oh, they're good too. Representing Atlanta. Banner, yeah, wave. Now they get the wave going in the flag. See, if you're looking down, if you're an alien civilization, if you're an alien looking down upon this game right now and thinking that you might want to attack and overtake America and do it through Monday Night Football, you see that flag waving and you go, hold on. They got something good going on over here in America. I like this football thing. The waving action in that flag, I'm starting to support these people. I don't even know them. They're not even the same race as us, but I like these people. They know how to have fun. It's Monday Night Football, people. And of course, that is the most way that you're going to have fun. You add Monday Night Football, that's pretty fun. You add Tea Time, you push it together, you start eating. You go, oh my God, this is amazing. This is really good stuff. This is really good stuff. Okay, so in this game, it's the Rams versus the Falcons. The Falcons are not playing for anything. They're eliminated from playoff contention. If they won just maybe, what's their record? Let's take a look at the Falcons' record. Falcons versus Rams. The Falcons are 6-9. They could have, if they fucked around and won this game and they won one more game before this, they would be right in the division race for that NFC South title because no one wants to win that thing. The Buccaneers surely don't. The Panthers are trying to, but they're still the Panthers, and we got that all coming down to this Saturday. It's going to be a big one too. The Rams, on the other hand, I think they are currently the 5 seed. They're behind the 49ers and the Seahawks in their own division. And that is probably the best division in football. Those are 3 of the best teams in football, all within the same division. I think they're just playing to either be the 5 or the 6 seed. The 5 seed if they win, the 6 seed if they lose. So doesn't really matter that much. The seeds aren't really in place yet, so they don't even know who they're going to be playing. It really doesn't matter to them. I don't think you're going to see much out of the Rams, but what we have in this game is a lot. I know we got toilet bowls for fantasy football. I know we got championships for fantasy football. So those are things that you want to pay attention to. I know my friends are in a heated battle right now, and it's coming down to Monday night, and that's how the fantasy matchup should end. I want to call back to when I in this league that I'm talking about in particular, the most recent time that I won it was the first time that I won the league. This was in 2020. It was the Bills and the Patriots in Monday Night Football, and I had just Stephon Diggs left. I traded for him in the middle of the season. I need something crazy like 37.5 points. Next thing you know, the whole game is Diggs, Diggs, Diggs. He catches a touchdown pass as his last play out on the field. This is when the Patriots were no good, and the Bills were taking it to us, pulled our pants down, bent us over, and Stephon Diggs was a part of that. He won it for me. So this coming down to Monday night, it's so good. I'm in another league that it's coming down to Monday night as well. I will get into that later, and not just yet. I know, not just yet. I will talk about that soon. I think we got this game starting though. No, it's 8:15. Let's get it going. I got these chocolates for Christmas. I got these chocolates, peanut butter and chocolate. And I think it's in it's in the formation of a tree. Very nice, very nice. I'll give you a rating right now. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Reese's. So I'd be a big fan of this. Alright, let's go to the Falcons first. Let's go. Let's football. Oh, I need to have my live. Oh my god, I fumbled. Alright. Hold on. Alright, now you're going to get a live scoreboard soon. Run this ball. If you know what's good for you. Oh, we're canning that play. Can. And Kirk Cousins, he's handing the ball off. Rightfully so. Bijan Robinson getting involved early. Alright, so sorry for the minor distraction. This is for your viewing pleasure. Yeah, I mean we're about linked up right there. We're about linked up. It's only a second off. We'll be okay with that. You know, it's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. So we're gonna get this corrected. We're gonna get this corrected. Make this a completion. Oh, nope. All right, we gotta wait a little bit. We gotta wait a little bit. We're almost there. We're almost there. They're looking for London. They're looking for. I'm very excited to get to these fantasy scenarios. I'm not even involved. They're just in the same leagues as me, so I'm just excited to share it because that's really the most exciting thing about these games is the fantasy implications of it all. All right, now let's work with that. Oh, he's going. Is he gone? Not all the way. Hold on. Oh, it's a flag, anyways. All right, now we're properly synced. Let's go to screen capture. We're gonna go there. And boom, we are in action. We got the live scoreboard up. Now we're moving forward. A little first down celebration for that. Boom, 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 boom. Or a little. We got the live scoreboard celebration. We got the live scoreboard. All right, Sean McVay dialing up plays per usual. He gets the alopecia going in his beard because it's perfectly trimmed. He admitted that he gets treatment on it so it can be the most perfect beard you ever seen, just like his play calling. Now we got Stafford ready to start this game. I bet they score on maybe 3 straight drives to start the game, and we're handing it off early. We're handing it off, gain of a couple right there. I would not be surprised if the Rams score on their first 3 drives. They handle the game. They know they're going to win it. All the starters go out. I'm not expecting to see Rams starters this whole game. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to get some play for our viewing pleasure for mainly aesthetic reasons. Not so much playing ability. Aesthetically wise, you might want to look at Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I'm of that camp. I want to see. All right, it's a fake handoff. He's rolling out. He's got space. Is he going to run? He's going deep with it. That is a laser. Absolute laser. Nothing going on that play. 3rd and 7 now. Okay, Falcons are going to show up and play. I do like the old school Falcons uniforms. 6 and 9, 11 and 4. These two teams. Rams, one of the best teams in football. Falcons, one of the most mediocre teams in football. They always are. I have my NFL power rankings, the top 10 teams in football right now. I got my power rankings. We're going to go into that a little bit later into the show. All right, Stafford, he's looking left, throwing left, quick throw. It looked just short of the first down marker. This guy was getting involved, Mumpfield. Very unfortunate name. You just hate to have Mump. You hate to have any sort of ailment or illness in your last name. He's got Mump. It's a Mumpfield first down. Pretty good spot they gave him right there. No, that seemed fair. That seemed fair. Oh, see? The ball was back here. The ball was back here. It was a good spot. It was a favorable spot, but I don't think he was right there. They didn't get it. Raheem Morris is saying he's the most serious coach in football. You will not see him crack a smile once this game. He's a very intimidating individual. That's short. There ain't no question about it. He's a half yard short, almost a full yard. And do they go for it right here? They're not going for it. We're going to kick this back to the Falcons. Remember I said the Rams are going to score on their first 3 drives of the game? Not so much. Not so much. We're going back to the Falcons. The only tea time bet that we have tonight is the Falcons plus 7.5 just because Kirk Cousins is playing for his NFL life. the Rams aren't playing for much. That's why we like the Falcons here. All right, clock starting to run again. We got a punt coming in. They were backed up pretty good. Very good punt. Fair catch at the 35. Slow start to the game. We need a little bit more action. We're going to need a little bit more action. We're going to need a little bit more excitement. I mean, look at that is a star-studded offense. Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Kirk Cousins. He can do just enough, right? They should be better. They should be better. I don't know why they're always in this no man's land. Let's see. Fantasy scenarios. So, I mean, I get a funny story about the fantasy scenario. So, this one league that I care deeply about, it's a 9-person league, and you're wondering how that works. One person gets relegated every year, and it's the person who comes in last place. Well, the person who loses the pooper bowl, the toilet bowl. That was me. That was me, unfortunately. It was a really, really sad scene. I don't think I had the worst team, but nonetheless, not in the league. Still heavily invested because it's all my friends, from home that I grew up with and still friends with. And the championship game right now is coming down to Monday night. There's one guy. Actually, if you watched Tea Time yesterday, oh wait, this next Saturday, Riley, I don't think is that the night game? Is that the night game? I don't know. I was planning on doing Panthers Buccaneers because I love the Buccaneers so much. You could maybe convince me though. What? Oh, but the thing is, Riley, I'm gonna be heavily invested in the 49ers because I had a future bet that they were gonna win that division, and it all comes down to this. The 49ers are playing a great style of ball right now. They can really not be stopped. They have 2 punts in all of the month of December, I think. Going back to the fantasy scenario, so if you watched the Tea Time tailgate yesterday, these are 2 recurring guests of Tea Time. One is the co-host of the Tea Time tailgate. You got Stevie Splits versus Nady in the fantasy championship. Nate is up 12 points right now. He's got Bijan Robinson going, and then on the other side, Stevie Splits. He's down 12. He's got Puka Nakua, and he's got Kyle Pitts. Right now, I think because of the Ram situation where I don't think they're going to be going for it. Puka is kind of banged up. I'm not sure how much he's going to be playing. I'd rather be in Nate's spot. And then on the other side, the toilet bowl, who's going to be relegated, it's a current commissioner versus the guy who's basically eliminated every other year, and Andrew. We need Kyron Williams to score 26 points. He's in a worse spot. We don't have much faith for him. He already conceded yesterday, basically resigning as commissioner. It was a sad sight to see. All right, we're back to the game. Bijan Robinson getting involved. He finds 5 yards on that one. Oh, that's a little false start. Chris Lindstrom looking very much like an offensive lineman right there. Look at that picture. Just a fun-loving guy. Chris Lindstrom, you invite him over for Christmas. You know he's bringing something good to the table. He's never coming empty-handed to the festivities. They're both good games, Riley. They're both good games. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited about it, though. You can say that. I'm very excited. Kirk Cousins, he's looking right. He's looking left. He's throwing over the middle. Who's that right there? Is that 87? That's Sills. He loves finding this guy. This is Kirk Cousins' maybe favorite target on the offense. He loves Sills. This is a guy that's sure-handed that he can rely on. Sills the fifth. So in the other fantasy scenario, in the championship in another league, this guy is down 16 points, and he's just got Drake London left. This is something that I wanted to. Okay. I almost texted him, but I didn't want there to be like a butterfly effect. Drake London was questionable going to this game, maybe not playing. I was gonna say pick up Sills because I could see him getting involved. 1st and 10, short pass to Bijan. Land man, you won't find him in the sea or any body of water. He's always gonna be on land. Land man. That's where he's most comfortable. Throw him a football helmet too while he's at it. It'll really be the land man. He's the captain of his defense, number 53, the land man. Kirk Cousins in the shotgun, kind of wild formation going on. Both Algier and Robinson in there. Hand off to Algier, only gain of 2 right there. Don't love that. Imagine if they did, you know how they do mic'd up with the baseball players, like the outfielders, while they're out in the field, and you get to talk about what they talk about what they're thinking about, what's going on in the game. Imagine if they started doing that with the NFL players, like right in the middle of a play. It could never work because it would be too distracting, especially as the captain. You're giving away all the play calls. There would be too much swearing going on. But I would be very interested to hear, like in the middle of a play, what he's thinking and he's telling the booth. All right, we're looking left. Kirk Cousins with time. He's throwing, and that's Mooney with the first down. And a little bit extra, Mooney. That's another favorite target of Kirk Cousins. Drake London, it doesn't. I always talk about people who run routes or receivers that just catch the eye of the quarterback. They're more appealing to the quarterback. And Drake London, even though he's far and away the most talented receiver on this Falcons team, I don't think he really fits Kirk Cousins' eye. He doesn't really throw it that much to him. Penix, on the other hand, it fits Penix's eye. See, it's different for different quarterbacks. And we're handed, oh, it's a fake. It's a play action. He's throwing it downfield to Mooney. That's a little bit out of bounds, out of reach. All right, yeah, I mean, Kirk Cousins, he's the ultimate gentleman. Bijan Robinson finding some yards. That's a gain of 7 or 8 yards. Shippy's is out there smiling right now. Shippy is Nate, for all that are wondering. Shippy's out there smiling about that one. He likes to see how this game plan's working out right now. No targets to Kyle Pitts. Bijan Robinson starting out, I think probably has a point and a half, 2 points. He's lined up as a receiver right now. I don't even know who's in the backfield because it's not Algier either. All right, he's back in the shotgun. He's looking left. He's throwing left, and it's wide open. Sills with the catch. This is someone that you had to look out for. I said it earlier. I did not want to see the butterfly effect of this text. I almost texted this guy in the championship to say, play Sills tonight. Play Sills tonight. Go pick him up and play him because this is a guy that Kirk Cousins likes to throw to for some reason. Look at that. That's a perfect spot right there. He's making that catch. Sills the 5th. It's not just Sills 1. It's not 2. It's not 3. It's not 4. It's Sills the 5th making a catch. Bijan Robinson in the backfield. Let's see what they got here. They're handing it off to him. Can he find some room? Oh, and he does. Great cut. He cuts so quickly. It doesn't look like there's any room, and he plants his foot and is able to make a turn and get some more yards. He's great to watch. Look at this, especially from this angle. Let's watch this. HB angle right there. So you're looking, and you cut it up right in the top. Oh, see, that's where he made the guy miss. Number 26. Another cut up field. He ran right by him. You give it back to your bell cow. This is going to Bijan. Yeah, you're tossing it out to him. Can he find some room? He doesn't. Great stop by the Rams defense. All right, 3rd and goal. Less than half of the quarter left. 6:40 left in the quarter. Landman, I mean, this guy's getting heavily involved early in the game. There's a lot of highlights for him. Moves right around that low life of a tight end. Doesn't even stand a chance, that tight end against the Landman. He scoops around him. There's Bijan Robinson in a weird position to the left. Kyle Pitts also to the left. Drake London, single coverage out to the right. He's looking left. He wants Pitts. He's looking right. Throws it to Bijan Robinson for the touchdown. Somewhere Nate's smiling and he says, I got the fantasy championship. That's all. That might be all he needed. It could be good night, Irene. Great play. Great play. Kirk Cousins with time. And now you know it's 7-0 Falcons. 7-0 Falcons right now. And they were getting plus 7.5. They care about this game. The Rams don't care about this game. It comes down, this is a league of caring, the NFL. Who cares? Who doesn't? Kirk Cousins, he wants to see that again. He goes, oh, I still got it. You see that drop pass in the bag? Thank you. Thank you. Bango. Yep, that's going to be a catch every day of the week. Cousins, he still wants it. He wants to show that he can still play in the NFL, that he's a serviceable quarterback, and that's what you're going to get with Kirk. That's what you're going to get with Kirk every single time. Let's see. All right, so there's one more fantasy scenario that I want to look at. This is another league. This is the family league. Of course, I score 150 this week. God. Put me in the championship, why don't you? God. Alright, let's look at this. Let's look at the championship game. It's still in play, and that was a huge touchdown. That was a huge... Alright, now I gotta get this up. I gotta show you all. ESPN.com. ESPN, they always get touted on Tea Time. Soon they're going to have to pay me for mentioning them. I'll say it once, but I won't say it much more. Yeah, let's get this going. I need to show you guys what's going on in this fantasy championship here. We're going to go to scoreboard. Chicken parm. Nope. Let's go to the, yep, there we go. Screen capture. Or... Yep, there we go. All right, so we got Lamplighter. We got the Lamplighter Conley going against Joey Supersonic. And these were these were the 1 and 2 seeds. These were the best teams all year, so they're in the right spot. Brock Purdy had 36 points for Joe last night. The rest of his team has done shit. The rest of the team didn't do shit. Brock Purdy did everything for him. He's up 2 points right now. Conley's got Bijan Robinson going and Kyle Pitts. He's down less than 2 points. Joey's got Drake London. Oh, this is a matchup we're going to want to pay attention to. I'm glad that we took a peek at it. All right, number 45 on the Falcons, kicking it off to the Rams. Just catches in the end zone. He nails it. He wasn't sure if he could nail it. He gives his teammate a high five to say, you see that, Neil? Kaepernick couldn't even do that shit. I'll kneel right on him right now. That's a touchback. Easiest gain of 25 yards I've ever had. Oh, so they're saying that Kirk Cousins might come back next season. Penix, that's a tough career in the end. Oh, great hand by 55 right there. That's how you captain the defense. Oh, Ellis, is this the? I think this might be the brother of the Ellis on the Patriots. What a play right there. He read that shit right out. Nice play. Really impressive. And he gives the Matumbo finger right after to say, "See, I was doing this. No, no, it's back and forth. It's back and forth. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy with that back and forth. Okay, I'm talking about football." All right, Matt Stafford back in the shotgun. He's throwing deep down the sideline, right through his receiver's hands, Parkinson. And if you watch any Rams football, you've seen this guy drop his fair amount of passes, Parkinson. Almost a perfect pass. It was a little bit of a tough grab. It was a perfect pass, though, right over the defender. Caden Ellis? Who's saying this? 370 tackles since week 16 of 2023. 12th in the NFL. Kind of a weird pull going from week 16 of 2023. Must have had a great game in the week 16. Stafford dancing around. He finds the first down, number 19. Xavier Smith. Ooh, that's a new one. A little scoop of the bowl, first down. You got the new first down celebrations are great, but what I do not like is they're bleeding over to the youth, and the youth they're going to be overusing that a little bit. I don't think they're at the stage where they could be doing first down celebrations. I mean, usually when you celebrate a first down, you just pack up your things and move on to the next play. I remember once I got a first down in youth football, and just out of excitement, right where I got tackled, I just kind of spiked the ball down, and I was told that I would never play it down again if I did that shit again. And Lord knows I did not do any celebrating anymore. That was my last one. That was my last one, but many first downs after that. Let me get that straight. Just checking the smell on that thing. It's okay. It's okay. You know, people say when you're smelling your water bottle, it's time to clean it. I just cleaned it. I just cleaned it. Maybe I didn't do a good enough job. All right, Matt Stafford. He's looking to hand the ball off. Is that Corum? I don't even think that's Kyron. I think it's Corum. Driving down the field nicely to start the game, or on this drive, rather. First team All Pro. Oh, look at him. He doesn't look 100%, but yeah, he can go. And like I said, this game doesn't matter much. Yep, that's the right answer. Is it the smart thing to do? He catch over the middle, Puka Nakua completely covered, and that is a Puka Nakua catch and a Matt Stafford throw because he's gonna make those catches in tight areas, and Stafford thinks he's open. Look, I don't even think he's open, but he's open. He's completely covered. You couldn't cover him any better, number 24. Is that Kobe Bryant? No, that's Terrell Jr. Was the guy against the the Buccaneers on Thursday Night Football a couple weeks ago that he had about 5 penalties just on himself. All right, we're can in that play. Moving on to the next one. This is definitely a run. Yeah, it's a little fake pass run to Corum. That's a gain of about got a gain of 4, maybe 5 yards. Time winding down in the first quarter. About 3 minutes left. Man, Puka, I know my guy Stevie Splits. He's gonna need more than that. He's gonna need more than that. 150 receiving yards in 3 straight games. That's tied for the NFL record. I think that streak is getting broken tonight. I don't think he's gonna get another 4. I don't think he's not gonna go for 150. This won't be his 4th game of 150. But he's rolling out to the right, quick, easy pass to number 87. Oh, he talks a little shit at the end of it, but I think this is coming back. We can't start this. We can't start the penalties again with Atlanta. Are they the most penalized team? Let me look that up. It could be the Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, he held on to it too. Let me look at this. Most penalized team. Well, they already knew it. Most. I wrote just most penalized. Didn't even finish penalized NFL team 2025. I think it's the Cowboys. As of 2025, the most penalized NFL team is the Denver Broncos, averaging 8 penalties a game. Interesting. One of the best teams, the number one seed in the AFC. That's interesting. Does it pay to get penalties? A little play action from Stafford, easy pass to Parkinson, 84, gain of 4 yards on first down. Yeah, I think that penalty was against the Falcons. Time goes by so slowly. Wow. Oh, career in the red zone, 84. These are all active leader stats. 26 targets. Hmm? How could it be 26 targets but 84 touchdowns? Hmm. They need to look into that stat. Matt Stafford with the play action rolling out to the left. He's got time. Yeah, he just throws it away kind of right there. The Falcons team giving the Rams a little bit of trouble. I was not foreseeing this. I mean, the Rams are looking for a reason to care about this game, and they really don't. You look, they're either going to be the. It says it right here. They're either going to be the 5 or the 6 seed, and at that point, you don't even know who's going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 1, 2, 3, 4 seed. So you're not even saying like we want the 5 seed, you want the 6 seed. You don't even know who you want to match up with. So what's the point in this game? It's none. All right, we're throwing just short of the first down right there, a yard short. This is a game that you kind of just you practice some things that you just need to iron the kinks out, try some new plays, get some new players involved. See who's gonna be there besides Devontae Adams and Nakua. When you're in crunch time, who else can you throw to? McVay he's got that perfect spike. How does he? It's just like the perfect little pyramid he's got in the front of his head right there. Just like a lot of gel, boom, boom. He kind of does this when he's doing his hair. All right, we're running the ball. Met in the backfield on 4th and 1, and he babies him. Little baby boy, you can't get a first down on us. Ball going to the Falcons. Turnover on downs. Jeff Albrecht. That is Jeff Albrecht. Ex-interim coach of the Jets. Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, the Falcons, they're going to win this game. The Rams got no reason to play for this game. They got no reason to play for this game. All right, 1 minute left in the first quarter. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? All right, we'll hit you with the first ad read of the night. I think it's time. We got 2 ads tonight. Thank you to our sponsors, as always. They're the ones that believe in Tea Time and Tony Murray and what we got going on here, so I got to be fans of them. They're fans of me, I'm fans of them. This sponsor is called The Days in Between. Everyone wonders what to do with the days between Christmas and New Year's. These are the lost days where motivation ceases to exist. You need to fill your time up somehow. Don't worry, because the people at the days in between got you covered. And the best news is, you don't actually have to do anything. Let me explain. You want the feeling of accomplishing something, but you don't actually want to do it. The Days in Between company provides people with customized lists of things that they've done, but really haven't, and no one could ever check. I cleaned out my closet. I spent some hours at the food kitchen. I came up with a workout plan for next year. You name it, and the Days in Between company will say you did it. Time to do the things we really enjoy, sitting on our fat asses and eating cookies. So this is for the people that, and I fall into this category where it's like, it's the days after Christmas. You've done basically the same thing every day, which was just eat and drink, and then you wonder, what can I actually accomplish today? I have no motivation to do anything. Don't even want to get out of bed. I don't want to start eating healthy. What do I do? Just give me a list of things that I could say I do. So, what do you do today? I got a new workout plan for next year. I wrote down in my journal, stuff like that. So, thank you to the people at the days in between. Kyle Pitts wanted to get involved. Zero catches so far, and he's on the sidelines. We got Kirk Cousins in the shotgun in motion. And then we got handoff to Bijan Robinson. That's always going to get you a couple of yards. He's a failsafe. Okay, we're looking to the right, throwing to the left is Bijan Robinson. He finds a little yards to gain, gets the first down, an unlikely first down. Look at I want to replay this. The cuts that he's making in between these players to make them miss is incredible. That play didn't look like it had first down written on it. Bijan Robinson is a difference maker, and the Falcons are up in the first quarter, 7-0. It's the end of the first quarter, and you know what we do at the end of each quarter within tea time? It's a horse race. So what you do is, if you're in the chat, if you're watching right now, you pick a number. You pick a number, any one of these numbers on a die, and then they correspond to a horse on the horse race track. Every time your number gets rolled, you move up one until you get to the finish line. Then when you get to the finish line, you win that race, and then you ask, why do I even want to win? Why do I care? Because I'll tell you why. Every month there is a horse race giveaway, and I'm giving away to someone in the chat. I'm giving away, it's a different prize every month. This month, because it's the season of giving, what we're doing is a toy out of your name from my pocket to Toys for Tots. So if you want to donate, if you want to be part of something good, if you want to feel good about yourself, kind of like the days in between company, this is the time to get in a horse race. So if you're in the chat, pick a number between 1 and 6. Oh, I thought I was missing one. Pick a number between 1 and 6. Is there anyone out there? Bum 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 bum. So you can see that Riley, he's really dominated this month. He's someone. He's like a Puka Nakua to my Matt Stafford. He's someone I could rely on, even when he's not open, even when you think he's not there. He's there. Throw the ball to him. He's won a lot of horse races this month. But there's people that are creeping in on him. Nathan is up there. Mikey O is up there. Evan W is up there. These are staples on the horse race leaderboard. And what I've been doing, because I've been feeling a little generous myself, these horse races are worth more than 1 point. They're worth 2. They're worth 3, because I want to see a little parity. I want to see people get into the mix. So it doesn't. It looks like we're gonna have to double this up. Maybe we make the halftime horse race worth 6. That's juicy. That could be fun. All right, we got a handoff to Algier. Oh, okay, he barrels through some players. Algier, I'd like to see him on another team. Okay, we got a little bit of extracurriculars going on. Let's calm down, fellas. Let's calm down. We don't want anyone getting hurt today. That's the overall sentiment. This team's going to the playoffs. The other team's not. Let's have no one get hurt out there. All right, we're handing the ball off. Another Algier play. He finds a first down. See, he's a power back. He's not going to run the same style as Bijan, but he's still going to make things happen. That's an ill-fitting helmet, it looks like. So he seems a little crooked on it. Very tight on that chin strap. All right, he's got 24 rush yards, 13 receiving yards, and a touchdown tonight. All right, clock continues to wind down. Start of the second quarter here. Falcons surprisingly up by a touchdown. We're pitching it now to Algier. Can he find some yards? Yes, he can. Gain about 2 or 3 right there. See, he can make some people miss too, making some moves in the backfield, finding some yardage. That's fun. We can get behind that for Tyler. Drake London, no target. Actually, no. I think he does have a target, but certainly no catches for either him or Pitts. And it's a fake handoff. He's looking to the right, throwing over the middle. Kyle Pitts with his first grab. He heard his name ringing. He finds a couple yards after the grab. I think we got 3rd and 2 we're looking at. Is that it? There we go. I'm on top of that right there. That's a catch by Drake London, right when I mentioned their names. No targets from either of them. Pitts and London back-to-back grabs. That's a first down, but just barely. But that's for the guy that's in the championship right now, hoping for 16 points from Drake London. That's certainly a start. Let me see what we're looking at in this one. Oh my God, that is a tight matchup. Kirk Cousins starting off the game pretty hot. 7 for 10 for 67 yards and a TD. We got timeout. Calling timeout right there. And that's the question that I always ask is, we're in the second quarter. It's just the start of the second quarter. And you're kind of mustering up a drive. Is the 5 yards that you're going to get for the delay game more important than the timeout? I feel like you can easily get those yards back. I don't think that's a correct play to use the timeout there this early in the half. I don't agree with that. It doesn't seem like anyone else agrees because people use that timeout whenever, but it's something to consider, I think, because there's always these new analytics that go with the football game. I think that's something to think about. All right, we're gonna go with um, we're going to go with the Tea Time Tailgate results from yesterday. So, Tea Time Tailgate, what that is my version, our version of an NFL pregame show where we talk best bets, we talk about fantasy football advice, we talk about how you just optimize your football Sundays. That all comes together in the Tea Time Tailgate. It's from 11:30 to 12:30 before the game starts, and we only have one rendition of the regular season one. I don't know what Tea Time Tailgate is going to turn into come playoff time, but Lord knows we got something prepared. Either way, let's go into the results from yesterday. Let's see how Tony Murr did. I'll tell you this. Started out the day hot, really fell off at the end. So Pats versus Jets. I had the over 21.5. That hit in the first half. I had Pats minus 7.5 in the first half. That hit. Diggs touchdown. That hit. 3 for 3 that game. Basically, the Pats had their way with the Jets. It was ugly. It was a beatdown. But that's how we handle things against the lowly Jets. They couldn't be more low than they are right now. Wasn't so good in this next game. Steelers at Browns. Browns plus 4.5. They won outright. I had that. Over 35.5. There was 19 total points. Gainwell over 27.5 receiving yards. That did not hit either. Saints at Titans. Saints minus 1.5. That hit. They won outright by a touchdown, I think, or at least 6. I had Taysom Hill touchdown. That did not hit. Cardinals at Bengals. I had the over 53.5. That did not hit. I had the Cardinals plus 4.5 in the first half. That did not hit. But I had Michael Wilson over 49.5 yards. That did hit. He had like 80 or 90. All right, we'll be back. We'll be back with more results soon. We got the start of the second half. Falcons about midfield, trying to put together a drive, trying to find their playmakers on the outside, and we're handing it off to Bijan. Great game right there. Didn't look like he was going to get a yard. Ended up with about 4. Yep. Oh, see that cut right there, and then coming back. All right, 2nd and 7. We're canning that play according to Cousins. We're canning that. He's in the shotgun. Oh, reload. He wants to go back to the first play, I think. I think that's what it means. I'm diagnosing plays right here. We're handing off to Bijan with the swim move. Another move on the side. This guy's ridiculous. That is one of the most impressive 2 to 3 yard runs that you're ever going to find. Look at how he made this guy miss. He made 2 guys miss. A swim move with the football, cut back on another guy. Not one. If you're finding this guy in the open field and you're not tackling him, look at this. Complete stop. Absolute whiff. He turns fields. Oh, he fakes it to the right. Cut, plant left, plant right, go left. We got a false start. That's a bit costly one. 3rd and 4 turns into 3rd and 9. All right, Kirk Cousins in the shotgun. This is going to be a passing play. Got to be a passing play. 3rd and 9. He's looking to the right, throwing down the sideline to Kyle Pitts off the mark. Look, whenever there's an incomplete pass, Kirk Cousins got an attitude. He's got a little Aaron Rodgers developing in him as he's getting older. He's like, he wanted him to stop right there. He wanted him to stop right there. Pitts kept going. I don't know if there's miscommunication. I don't know if these guys are wrong and Kirk's right. I don't know if Kirk's wrong and the other guys are right. But they're not on the same page. We can at least say that. Bradley Pinion. We talk about punter names. This is a perfect punter name because you pin people with punts. Bradley is another great first name for a punter. Bradley Pinion. This ball is going back to the Rams. What are you doing? Think. You can't get that demonstrative with your receivers. There's gonna cause some division right there. Kirk, you gotta get along with the young guys here. You're looking like an old head with that type of complaining. All right, here's what we're doing now. Oh, we're continuing with the tea time tailgate results. We're on to the Jags Colts game. Jags minus 5.5. Got that. Over 48.5. That did not hit. Trevor Lawrence touchdown plus 280. He had 2 of them. Bucks at Dolphins. I did not want the. I had a feeling about the Dolphins. I did not want them. Over 44.5. That did not hit. Mike Evans touchdown. That did hit. He's been scoring touchdowns lately. Panthers. So this is I don't think I won. Yep, not one bet from here on. Ready? Seahawks at Panthers. Panthers plus 7. That didn't hit. McMillan over 51.5 yards. That did not hit. Giants versus Raiders. I had the Raiders money line. They got smoked. Genty touchdown. That didn't happen either. Bills -2.5. I said that you guys were idiots and morons for not doing a Barkley touchdown. That did not hit either. We move on. Bears at 49ers. I had the Bears +3.5. They lost by 4. It was basically what I could have predicted in that game was it was going to be close. I thought the 49ers were going to win. Caleb Williams touchdown, that didn't hit either, so that was 8 straight losses at the end of the day. Not a good card. You might say that my head was not in it yesterday morning, and you would be right. I put on a brave face for you all. Let's see. Tony Steatina. We got boom boom. We got a lot of stuff left. Okay. All I know is we got a lot of stuff left. Oh, he's still getting into it with Pitts. He's still giving him a stern talking to. Time to turn off dad mode, Cousins. That's not going to get you on the team next year. You got to get along with the young fellas now. All right, we got Stafford still in the game. Falcons up 7-0. Stafford under center. We're handing the ball off. It's Kyren Williams. Not game 4 or 5 right there. That's not bad. Let's run the ball a little bit. I want to see some Kyren Williams. Just for my friend Greggy, the Faja. You've seen him on here before. Well, you haven't seen him, but you definitely heard him. We've had phone calls with him. He's been in the chat. He's got Kyren Williams. He needs about 25 more points from this guy to stay in the league. To stay in his own league where he is the commissioner. Kyren Williams back in the backfield. Let's run this ball to the left. Yes, sir. We're running it to the right. That's why you run it to the left. He powers his way. I mean, for you to run through this 94 guy who's got about 150 pounds on you, that's impressive. I will always be impressed with that. Nakua, he wants to get involved in this game, certainly. You haven't seen him get involved. All right. Oh, that kind of came up quick on him, that snap, Stafford. He wasn't expecting it. He's got time over the middle, picked off. Picked off, going to the Falcons' way. Is he going to bring it all the way to the crib? I think he is. That's a touchdown. Falcons, 14-0. Rams, time to sit everyone. This isn't your game. You don't care about the 5 or the 6 seed. Let's just get everyone healthy going into the playoffs. Kirk I don't know if Kirk was the happiest about that. I think he's trying to just prove it himself. That was an unfortunate bounce right there. It was a little bit high on the throw from Stafford, and this is what gets me a little bit nervous about these Rams. They lost to the Panthers a couple weeks ago. Now the NFC South, they're giving them issues. Let's see this. Was it tipped? Was it tipped or did it just go right over him? Don't worry, Stafford. You're about to have a second chance in just a few minutes. Yeah, I mean, this is a little scary. If you're a Rams fan, you don't love to see it. Yeah, that was just, he sailed that way high. You don't see that from Stafford. Sailed it way high on him. Nice return out of Bates, too. That's a touchdown. 14-0 Falcons. This game's over. Let's see. Check a little live line going on. Let's check out a little live line. The Falcons are -2.5 right now, live line. You take that. The Rams are not trying. They have no motivation to go in there and try to come back in this game. The Falcons are playing loose. They got nothing to there's nothing to go for, nothing to lose. Just have fun with it. I'm trying to. I mean, I think that's a free bet. Get in on that if you can. The Falcons were getting 7.5 points at the beginning of this. I mean, we're still getting. That's a little strange that we're still getting Christmas commercials this late in the season. Try it on. This is impressive. This is impressive. You can find an outfit that you like, try it on through Google. This is an impressive commercial. How accurate is it though? How accurate is it? That was interesting. That got my attention for sure. I promise. Yeah, that went. He was in the perfect position. He sailed that ball, Stafford. His number one target right now is Mumpfield. A little bit of this. Not sure what this is. Not sure if I'm getting in trouble for doing it, but I'm getting it from the Falcons, people. Internet, I'm getting it from the Falcons. 32nd career pick six, tied for the most all time with Brett Favre. But those are some of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Two Hall of Famers. Two Hall of Famers. Okay, so they're on a little bit of a winning streak right now. They were 4-9, now 6-9. Looking right at the face at 7-9. I think they win this game. If you're looking at a sports book right now and you see the Falcons to win the game -150, do it. If you see the Falcons -2.5, do that too. They got no juice right now. The Rams. They got nothing going. 5 yard pass out of Stafford, but that ain't gonna cut it. It just there's no continuity right now. Usually they go bang, bang, bang the way up the field. They're banging their way up the field usually. Right now, it's a lack of bang from the offense. Time winding down. We're about halfway through the second quarter. 2nd and 4. They need points here. They need points here. No points here. This is when they start considering, do we even play everyone? Corum with the run. Gain of 2 right there. I mean, this Falcon team's playing hungry right now. Look at him. 94. Get him a bowl of cereal. He's hungry. That's a lot of O's in that name. Or oh horhoro. Oh horhoro. L O horhoro. Horhoro. I, I want to see these guys try to pronounce that name. That had so many O's in it. Oh horror. Oh horror. Horror. I can't say it. All right, he's looking. He's throwing a deep, lofted ball. Perfect pass to Ferguson. Oh, that's a fumble. That's a fumble right there. Oh, that was interesting. Can we look at this? Because I don't think anyone touched him to get him down. Right when he got back up, he fumbled. Let's look at this again. This was a perfectly lofted ball from Stafford. And this shows why he's the MVP. Or close to it. Look at this lofted ball. Absolutely perfect. Wait, let's see if he touches him. Did he touch him? I need to see that replay. I want to see that replay. All right, we're handing the ball off to Corum. He's bouncing it to the right. Nothing really going right there. A lot of game tackling from the Falcons. They're doing what they need to do. They're standing strong. They're playing hungry. They're playing together. This is everything that you would preach as a team. All right, we got shotgun. Matt Stafford. He's looking left. He's throwing left. Lofted ball again down the sidelines. Puka Nakua. What a grab, man. This is why he's one of the best receivers in the league. Ooh, I like that one, Nakua. That's another new first down dance. Mm, mm, that's fun. Can we watch that again? Can we see that again? Illegal formation is coming back. DJ Humphreys. Oh, that's tough. Is it just who's lined up too far off the line? What a catch. What a catch from Nakua. Let's watch this whole thing again. Is that what they're calling it? Is that what they're calling it right there? I hate that call. I hate that call taking away this beautiful play. Beautiful ball from Stafford. Beautiful catch. All coming back because of this fatty. Imagine me calling this guy a fatty. That ain't right. He'd eat me for lunch. All right, Stafford in the shotgun. We're faking the pass, handed it off to Corum. I mean, if you have Kyron Williams right now, if you are the Faja and you're in the toilet bowl and your fantasy life depends on Kyron Williams, you're very pissed. You're very pissed to see this. The fact that they've given, oh, okay. I mean, and there's some life for you. There's some life for you. I mean, you never root for injuries, but that's favorable. That's favorable for your fantasy matchup. Right now, God, that's gonna be close. Drake London's gonna let Joey down. All right, quick pass to the left and Nakua right through his wickets. That ain't gonna work. Fourth down and they kick. Are they in field goal range? They're about to score a touchdown. Penalty kills them. Rolls the ankle. Wow, imagine a punch like that to the ankle. A punch like that to the ankle hurts. It didn't look like anything. Oh, we're punting it. We're not even field goal range. Giving it back to the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, great punt. Catch it right at the one. Perfect. Perfect. And that's not Pinion. I wish it was Pinion with that punt. 4:11 left in the half. Let's see. Shabba ranks. 8 gold chains like Shabba ranks. Alright, so let me do this. Let's get into NFL power rankings. So this is Tony Murr's power rankings. These aren't anyone else's power rankings. That's how you know they're legit. That's how you know you're genuine. That's how you know you're getting those. This is straight from the source. This is straight from the source, these. So I'm going to go, these are the top 10 teams, I believe, in the NFL at this current moment. And I wrote this down before the game, and I want to change it already. I want to change it already because of who I have at 1. But we'll start at 10 and go back up. Packers. Packers are in there. Without Micah Parsons, they're going to be a different team. That's a real big loss for them for the rest of the season. But they got one of the best coaches in the league. They still got a great quarterback. They have the good pieces. I'm going to give Packers the nod at 10. The next is the Bills. The Bills are basically Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is the 9th best team in the league because it's really just dependent on him being able to go off or not. He is dealing with a little bit of an injury right now, which is scary for that team. They did not look great yesterday. Neither team could do much on offense, but the Bills, as long as they have Josh Allen, they're always going to have a chance at the end of the game. They're never out of it. And the AFC is kind of wide open. We're gonna go with the Texans next. The Texans, the 8th best team in the National Football League. What you saw from them this past week, and they had an impressive win against the Chargers. Their defense looks great. Their defense has looked great all year. What has not looked great is their offense. Their offense, you thought that they had it all figured out in this last game. We had 2 long touchdowns from C.J. Stroud, but other than that, he did nothing. Nothing. After those 2 touchdowns, they didn't score one in that first quarter. Next team, I was impressed with this team last night. I'm impressed with this team week by week. It's the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears in the 7th spot. I think they got a great offense. I think Ben Johnson's one of the best coaches in the league. Their defense is not that great, but they're opportune. They make plays. They get takeaways. I got the Bears at 7 right there. We're gonna go. I'm gonna wait. So we went through four of the teams, and we have more time to go. We have more time to go, so don't worry. All right, we're at the 1 yard line. The Falcons, can they make a play? We're just gonna get the ball. Yeah, Kirk Cousins with the slowest moving play that you've ever seen. He's trying to inchworm his way further and further up. We see you, Kirk. You weren't there when they blew the whistle. That was the slowest QB sneak I've ever seen. He didn't even start. He got it and wasn't even moving forward. He just was like, because was kind of leaning forward. I'm surprised. I was surprised to see that too, Riley. But you got another one coming up soon, so don't worry. And you could afford to not be with one. We have two more stream. I thought there was gonna be only one more chance for horse races in this year. There are two because I'm going to be doing a New Year's Eve stream for the Texas versus Michigan bowl game on New Year's Eve at 3 p.m. All right, we got 3rd and 8 for the Falcons. Play clock winding down. They better get this play off soon. Oh, you're throwing this guy in motion. Why you, Kirk? You've been in the league for so long. You're 40 years old. You gotta know the play clock's running down. You send this guy in motion. Now you're all the way back up against the goal line. Oh, look at this guy's terrible haircut. This Ram staffer with a terrible haircut. Oh, there's a lot of hair on top, shaved on the sides. That ain't a good look, buddy. Just run this up the middle if you're Kirk Cousins. He wants this guy back in motion. That's ridiculous. B. Robinson, gain of nothing right there, and Landman to the rescue. We got Landman to the rescue. He's all over the field today making plays. We're going up to the 2 minute warning. You know what we do at the 2 minute warning. We have fun at the 2 minute warning. You think that it's not a fun time of the game? It is a fun time of the game over at tea time. The two. Let's not get ahead of myself. Let's wait these extra 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and now we go. So what we do at the second or in the second quarter, in the first half, the 2 minute warning. What we do is tea time. Old Tony gives it a go, where I read a news headline and it's up to me in the chat and we kind of give up. I'm not going to read the full story. I just read the headline and we kind of guess as to what the story could be about. We ask the questions that need to be answered and then we read the rest of the story during halftime. Let's see. There's two that I was deciding between. So this is Old Tony gives it a go. This is so these are the two stories. I might end up doing both. And on Yahoo, these BuzzFeed articles they've been hitting. They have the right titles. They have everything that I'm looking for out of this segment. The two stories are ex-brides and grooms who called off their weddings last minute are sharing their stories. The second one is man wonders how to handle friends who want to split the bill even though they ordered much more. I'll go to the second one. If you're in the chat, let me know which one you would rather hear during halftime. I'll address the second one first, and this is always a topic that comes up. And really, if you're going out to eat with people, I think maybe 6 people is the limit, because it gets so confusing. It gets so confusing with who ordered what, who's splitting what. Is this couple, are they paying? Is each person paying, or is the guy fronting the whole bill for the couple? It's very confusing. Big group dinners, big group meals, I'm not for. It's too much, especially because you can't even talk to everyone. You're just talking to your immediates. You're not going to this end of the table. You're not going to this end of the table. What I think is, if you're someone that wants to split, you don't want to split the bill evenly. You want to be able to separate it by person. You gotta, because you ordered this, you ordered that. What you need to do, that person needs to take charge and say, I'll put it on my card, and then you either Venmo me for what you got. You tell me what you got so I can Venmo you. It's up to you. If you're not wanting to split it evenly, then it's up to you to go through and do the math. You're the one who has to do the math yourself, and you got to figure out how to split it so everyone takes their fair share. That's my story on that. Going to the ex-brides and grooms who called off their weddings. That's just fun. I mean, there's multiple stories. Who knows what all the stories could be about? But we'll comment on every single one. I'm kind of leading on that one because I know we'll get some good stuff. We got Pinion pinned back against the back of his own end zone. Make sure it's a good. This is a nervy snap. If you're the long snapper, this is a nervy snap going into your own end zone. Make sure you do your job. You do it right. He does it perfectly, and they punt it off Pinion, and he booms it to the other 35-yard line from the back of his own end zone. Oh, don't be too quick with it, Riley. Don't be too quick with it. We're not at the end of the half yet, young fella. We got a minute 48 left, in fact. Look at Pinion. He's pumped up for his people. Come on now. He said, let's go out and win a ball game. I'll do my part. I'll punt the shit out of this ball. You guys play defense. All right, he's looking to his left. He's throwing left. Deep throw from Stafford. Does he have anyone on the receiving end? It's picked off. It's picked off. Are they going to call pass interference? But it's another pick from Stafford. I think that holds. I think that holds. No, it doesn't seem like it, how they're celebrating on defense. Oh, okay. No, he's got a signal going the other way. Offensive pass interference, something that you never see. Oh, yeah, the defense is celebrating the end zone. One guy's got his helmet off. You better put that thing on. They're going to flag you. Oh, okay. Everything's showing up Falcons right now. Everything's showing up Falcons. Where was the offensive PI? I would not have called that offensive PI. That was definitely not defensive PI, though. Well covered down the field. This guy Ellis is playing great ball. Looking at this guy's eyes, defending how he can. Then the safety comes over the top, gets the pick. 2 picks on Stafford tonight. You're not gonna be. I'm not happy with myself with how I picked these. How I had these power rankings. I'm not happy with myself. Oh, great run. Is he lost? Is he lost? He might take it all the way. Keep going, Bijan. That is game over, set, match. Anyone who's got him in the fantasy playoffs, 21-0 in favor of the Falcons. This is our best team. This is the best team in the league, the Rams. There's a lot of question marks that are going up. I don't know. This is one of the best players in the league. You get him a little bit of space. There's no one that's catching up to him. Unreal run. Let's watch this again. It caught me off guard. I looked down at my phone for a second. Next thing I know, Bijan's gone. Yeah, he's like, is that his mom? Look at that. That is game over. Nate won his fantasy championship. Conley won his fantasy championship. Game, set, match. The Vegas in FanDuel were just giving everyone -2.5 for the Falcons. They were up 14-0. This is going to be a rout. This is an absolute rout. The Rams aren't going to play any starters in the second half. All right, I mean, now that I brought it up, let's keep going with our power rankings. And I'm not happy. I'm not happy with who I have won, but we keep it going. All right, we have, so the last team that I said, right in order from 10 to 1. So far, we have Packers 10, Bills 9, Texans 8, Bears 7, Seahawks next. I think they only have 3 losses. They've been super impressive. I'm still not sold on Sam Darnold. I still think he will fold when it comes to the pressure situations late in the season, in the playoffs, like he did last year, especially if he has to go against the Rams. That's going to be an issue for him. But their defense is so good. They got playmakers on the offensive side. They have one of the best receivers in football. They got two good running backs, a good tight end too. They're number six for me. Number five is the Broncos. Everyone wants to count them out. Everyone wants to see when are they going to start sucking. They can't be this good. Bo Nix can't be this good. They're going because Sean Payton is going. They have one of the best defenses in the NFL, and Bo Nix does just enough to win games. And they're a tough place to play too. They're the number one seed. They're going to be the number one seed. The Chargers aren't playing any of their starters next week, and the Broncos are actually playing for something. So this is going to be they're the number one seed. They're my number five best team in this power rankings. Number four is the 49ers. They're playing their best football as of late. They punted the ball twice in the month of December. Their offense looks unstoppable. Brock Purdy is playing some of the best football of his career. When they were playing the Panthers on Monday Night Football a few weeks ago, I was saying that they were done. I was saying that Brock Purdy should have been benched for Mac Jones. Brock Purdy's healthy now. He's showing why he got paid. He's showing why he's their franchise quarterback. He's been super impressive. Next team, number three team in my power rankings, the Tea Time power rankings, are the Jacksonville Jaguars. No matter what you say, no matter what you thought of them before, they are a great team. They're playing great ball right now. They're one of the best teams in football, and like they've just been on such a winning streak. I think they might have won like 8 games in a row. I'm impressed with them. This is a little bit biased. I realize I'm gonna save my one and two teams for a little bit later. But you can imagine who they are based on who hasn't been on the list yet. Most scrimmage yards before the age of 24. Bijan Robinson leads the list, and then Christian McCaffrey right after. Imagine in my fantasy league, I have the number 2 overall pick, and I fell in love with my team from last year because I won the championship, and I picked Justin Jefferson over Bijan. I mean that my team sucked. My team was brutal. That was horrible. I hated that I did that. I told myself that you need to get a receiver in the first round. That's not the case. You got Bijan Robinson. He's a receiver and a running back all in one. All right, Rams trying to do something towards the end of this half. I don't think they're gonna do anything. Mumfield no, that's Smith. It's just Smith right there. Getting to the 50-yard line. Oh, we got Rams. Stafford in the shotgun. He's throwing deep. Yeah, no one really there. There's no flag there. He's playing the ball. You kind of I mean, they have Puka, but other than that, it's a lot of no names on the offense for them. I will say, Kirk Cousins is looking pretty chiseled in the jaw area. He's looking cut up right there. I think he's been doing a little looks maxing. He's been doing a little bone graphing or whatever. Oh, look at that week 8. I mean, they just put all the games that matter on Saturday. But wait, where is the um what game am I looking for? Where's the Steelers? Is that the night game? Yeah, there we go. Steelers Ravens, last Sunday night football of the year. You love to see it. There's 3 games that matter. They're all standalone games. That's a lot of fun. Oh, a sack on Stafford. Look, he's pissed. He's pissed about how he got tackled. Nothing's going his way. Are they even gonna sit? They're letting the clock run out. They're letting the clock run out. This is the ultimate sign of defeat. They're throwing the white flag. You're not gonna see Stafford in the second half. How is he pissed about this? That's not a penalty. That's not a penalty. The half is ending. Call it 21-0 Falcons. The Rams were trying in that first half. They weren't playing with ferocity, but they were trying. And I don't think we're going to see any Ram starters in the second half. I'm going to go to the bathroom. If you are in the chat, we are doing a horse race. Pick a number between 1 and 6. By the time that I come back, I want it flooded. I want all the numbers taken. And don't worry, I'm taking note. I can see who came in here first. Oh, we come back and there's Riley Frazier and Mikey O. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. So I've been streaming. It's been an hour 30 and 50 seconds. I'm going to give this to an hour 32. See if anyone else can get in here. I'm going to get everything in position. We got 2 of the 6 horse race stables taken. We got 4 available. Anyone want in? And what I got to do to make it fair, to give this some sort of parity, so people can catch up to Riley, this is worth 3. So this is really a do or die, because if Riley wins this, man, he's got a big lead. But if Mikey O wins this, anything could happen. This one's worth 3. Let's get this crack. All right, so Slippy's coming off. I know you want to see the toes, a free toe show to go along with the horse racing. You know how we do. This is how we do. We make it feel like a fool when we up in the club. This is how. All right, focus. It doesn't seem, yeah, like I can tell. Oh, it's trying right now. There it is. I love when the camera pulls through like that. I love to see it. All right. 3 would be huge. I mean, it's a time of year of giving, so we'll give it up. Here we go. All right, so what we're doing, we got Mikey O in the 2 spot. We got Riley in the 6 spot. Let's have a little horse race. That's a 5. That's a 5. That's an inconsequential 5. There's a 3. That's inconsequential too. Are we gonna get a 1? We're gonna get a 1. All the odds jumping out to the lead, but let's go with the evens now. Let's get a 2, 4, 6. Let's go with 2. There's the 4. Let me get a 2. We need a 2 or a 6. We need a 2 or a 6. There's the 2. And that's Mikey O'Brien. This is why you come. For a little numerology. We want 6 to start. All the horses getting 1 roll to start. Give us a 6. Oh, we wanted a 6. But we got Mikey O'Brien with the 2. He goes out to the lead. So a lead with the 2. And there's a 5. 2 and 5 to start us out. Riley looking to get out of the gate. And there's a 6. I mean, never doubt the 6. The 6 is always going to get on the board. And there's another 6. Oh no, there's Riley and Mikey O tied for the lead. And there's a 4. Okay now. Okay, it's about everyone's about you moving in unison. Are we gonna get a wall? There's a 5. 5 out to the early lead. 5 is winning this one at the moment, but then here comes Mikey O with the 2. 2 and 5 with the lead. And there's 6. Right when Mikey thinks he has it, there's Riley. 2, 5, and 6. And 2 again. 2 again. Mikey O winning this thing. And there's 5. Look at that with the 5, right? I mean, this 5 is going. This 5 is, oh, it's off the board. It's off the board. I usually have a drink for that. And there's 4. There's 4 moving. Okay, 1 and 2 kind of falling back, and then another 5. 5's been hot. 5's been hot this race. And there's 1. 1's moving up. I like the spread right now. Oh, there's another 5. 5 is really catching fire. I like outright wins. I don't like it when a non-competing horse wins. There's 6. Riley, Mikey O, tied for second place. 2 behind the lead. And there's another 5. Let's just say 5's going to win this, and let's worry about the rest after. And there's another 5. Like I said, 5 it was already a foregone conclusion, and now we move on. 2 and 6 we focus on now. And there's a 2, like a clock, baby. 2 moving up. And then there's 3. 3 way back, but 3 is still involved. So 3 still wants to play. And there's 6. 2 and 6. They're going back and forth now. Who's going to pull out the big? And there's 6. Oh, no. I don't like the looks of this, Mike. I don't like the looks of this at all. There's a 3. We needed a 3 just to spell the 6 a little bit. Give us a 2. Oh, there's a 2. 2 and 6. 2 away from the victory. Who's going to pull it out? And there's a 1. These horses are all tied up in the back. They're slowly making their way up. And there's a 3. Okay. I mean, we can do with the 3. We can deal with the 3. And there's a 4. All right. 1, 4, and 3 still holding on for life. There's another 2. Mikey O'Brien, he just might do it. This one's worth 3. He cares. He knows how important this is. It's a 6. Oh, Lord. This is why you come. 2 and 6. 1 roll away from the win. Is it going to be 2? Is it going to be 6? It's a 5. Haven't seen the 5 since it won, though. It's a 6. Oh, God, it's a 6. Riley, this guy cannot stop winning horse races. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, it's 6. 6 is always going to win. 2, out to the early lead. 6 staying with them, sticking the pace. God, I mean, we're going to have to be... I think Riley's going to have to be real generous towards the end of the month and give these horse races, these next couple horse races, they're not going to be worth 3 anymore. They're going to be worth 5. They're going to be worth 6. They're going to be worth 12. Hold on. Let's get this thing focused up. All right, we're back. All right, we like to make updates around here. So, Riley, where's he at? Oh, God. Riley, you just can't stop winning. GG's in the chat for Riley. GG's in the chat. Riley Frazier. That's 16 horse race points. 10 away from the next one. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when it comes to that? All right. So we're going to move on. We're going to move on, and we're going to finish the Old Tony Gives It a Go segment. So where are we here? Yahoo.com. Let's find our stories. Oh, there's a bunch of good stories in here too. There's a bunch of good stories. All right, let's find it. I gotta find it. Let's see what the name of the story is. A little BuzzFeed article. Here we go. It's always from the UK too. All right. Here's the news story. Ex-brides and grooms who call off their wedding at least or at the last minute are sharing their stories, and I'm absolutely floored. All right, I recently came across this Reddit thread asking people who canceled their weddings last minute what happened. Here's what we had to say. My fiance saw me gardening and freaked out. He said that he couldn't marry someone who did manual labor. Bullet dot. So he didn't he didn't want her he didn't want her to do the manual labor. That's so. I feel like a lot of these stories are gonna be like, all right, he just wanted to call it off anyways, and or he or she, and they're just gonna make up some bullshit. I can't. If you want to do manual labor, I can't deal with that. You should be doing no labor. We're breaking up. Okay. After a 3 year relationship and 18-month engagement, my ex decided he didn't want to get married after all. 10 days before the wedding, he said, "You're not much fun to be around anymore." That cuts through. At the time, I was finishing up my degree, student teaching, and planning a wedding. Then, oh, by the way, would you mind me asking out your best friend? My mom called all the people on my side who were invited and left the rest up to him and his family. Apparently, a good few of them showed up to the church on the date, so he wasn't even telling people. He ended up hooking up with the wife of a frat brother. They ended up getting pregnant and married and quickly popped out 3 kids. Then she cheated on him. I just celebrated my 30th anniversary. Dodged a bullet, I did. Yeah, I mean, this guy was a wild card. This guy, this guy was just looking for fun. He was just looking for the next thrill, and you seemed fun at the beginning, and then you got too caught up with your degree bullshit. We're not standing for you doing a degree and studying. Be a little bit more fun. Get your head out of the books, and gets to work on my yeah. I mean, fill in the blanks. We would do a little ad libs right there. Okay. We had to cancel 2 weeks out. New story. We had to cancel 2 weeks out. He lied about serving in the military. Um, and I come from a Navy family. Oh my God. So this guy, he was probably drunk the first night he met her. It was like, oh yeah, I served. I served in the military. Like, cause she said she comes from a Navy family. And then he's like, I love this girl, or this girl's so hot. How long do I have to keep up with the charade? He didn't know that they were gonna get married. When we met, he shared story about his time in the army. Fast forward 4 years to the engagement, he's telling people how he served in the Marines. It turns out that he took his dad's Vietnam War stories, changed the brand, country, small details, and would pass the experiences off as his own. After I confronted him, he chose denial and gaslit me, saying my memory was wrong. I went to my parents for help, and they ran a background check and found no prior military service. They canceled everything while I packed up all his shit, crammed it into his car, and had it towed away while he was gone. Found out while doing all that he had been cheating on me the entire time too. Go figure. I mean, that was the cherry on the cake. We knew what you were going to say before we even got to that. I mean, of course, the scumbag who lied about his time in the Marines is also going to be cheating on you. He was probably telling the same stories. He looks specifically for girls who have families that served our country, so that it could be appealing to them. And then he's already got these stories on lock. It's very much. I mean, I feel like that's from a movie. That's from a movie or something. Uh, my fiance met me for lunch and slid a prenup in front of me 2 weeks before the wedding. I would get nothing ever, and I would have to help him take care of his mother. There's no such provision for my mother. He took me somewhere to get it notarized, and I refused to sign it. He tried to bargain with me, but I was not having it. I took the dress back to the store, kept the shoes because they were cool, nice, and canceled everything. He suggested couples counseling, and I went once. My therapist told me she thought he had a screw loose. Then he stalked me. So the therapist was on to something. The prenup. If a prenup is going to be involved, keep in mind I have no experience in this situation. But if a prenup's going to be involved, it's got to be brought up like after the engagement or even prior to. Like at that point, if you're getting engaged, you guys have definitely talked about being together forever. The prenup needs to be discussed far in advance. And apparently, I think he was just looking for a caretaker for his mother. He's like, hey, I'm gonna go gallivant. You're gonna have to take care of my mother if we ever break up, because I'm gonna be looking for something new. All right, and we're gonna continue with those. A sack on Matt Stafford to start the second half, and I don't know why he's still in the game. I don't know why he's still in the game. I would put those backups in. If you're gonna get beat to the outside. Troy says, not the inside. 2nd and 17 to start the third quarter. He's looking over the middle. Puka Nakua again involved. Gain of about 10 yards. Puka, he does look a little gimp. He's not looking full right now. He's not looking full, and I don't know why you would keep these guys in the game. They're not playing. You're not really playing for anything. You're not really playing for anything. I don't get it. I don't get it. You're down 3 touchdowns. They only have 26 rush yards to 143 for the Falcons. Keep in mind there was an 80-yard touchdown rush. Stafford with time, he's looking right, looking left, he's got nothing. He's scrambling, throws it down the sidelines. Tough grab for Ferguson. I hate. So this is what I hate. This is what I hate. This has made its way from the NBA to the NFL. It's going to start spreading to other sports. If you don't get your way, if the play doesn't go your way, to say it's a penalty. Go complain to the ref. That's a flag. That's a penalty. Let's set the right example for the people that are watching you right now. This is where I get fed up. And you could have made the grab. You didn't. And let's move on. 4th and 6, they're going for it. If they do not get this first down, you will not see Stafford back in the game. I'll keep making this proclamation until Jimmy Garoppolo gets in. He steps in, a little sidearm throw to Smith. Smith making his way down the field. That's a first down and then some into the red zone. All right, we're handing the ball off to. Oh my God, we need so much more from Kyron. It's insane. We need so much more from Kyron. It's about time to give up. It's about time to give up. All right, we're going back to these stories now. No, where'd it go? All right, there we go. This was before the mobile phone. So these stories are people who broke up right before their wedding, last minute. This was before the mobile phone era. So my girlfriend and I got ready and headed to the church. At the door, the best man, the groom's brother, explained that the wedding was off. Nice. Send in the fall guy. Can't land on you. You can't take the heat. Give it to your brother. The groom had met a girl at the club and spent the night with her, and now he had decided that she was the one for him. So the wedding was off. Wow. They must have had an explosive night. That's the type of night you're getting married the next day. You meet someone that night. Something went off in the bedroom that you're like, oh my God, you just did everything that she would never. I can't go with this. I can't get married to this. As the reception was fully booked and paid for, he said we could go to the hotel, have the meal, and stay for the disco and buffet if we wanted. Oh God. Most of the work colleagues and various family members were booked in there, so we went, and it ended up being about 50 people having an enjoyable but uniquely awkward evening. That's actually a little bit of fun though, where we didn't even go through the wedding ceremony, but we had this place booked out, so let's make it a party and have some fun. The vibe in there, someone would need to take care of the vibe in there because it could get dismal really quickly. We need someone to spark it up and have some fun. My ex wanted to postpone our wedding day for someone else's birthday. Our planned wedding day came and went, and we never regained the momentum. We broke up by the end of that year. So I think it was more of like, do we really want to get married? That was a delay of the inevitable. Good, and that's like kind of like a soft way of doing it. Like, hey, it's like it's my best friend's birthday on our wedding day. We're gonna have to change it. I can't see me getting ready, or I can't see me getting married on the day of my best friend Johnny's wedding. All right, Stafford, he's looking to the left, throwing it to Smith. This has been the, oh my God, what a big hit by 31. He gets on all fours because he knows he's a dog. What a hit by Watts. You don't really see hits like this that often. Just a clean hit in the open field. One on one tackle. Oof. I mean, Troy is saying the same shit I was earlier, that they're playing inspired on defense. They're gang tackling. They're playing with ferocity. They're playing hungry. They got nothing to lose. They're playing loose. Stafford, he's under shotgun. He's looking. He's looking. Not much time. He gets sacked again. He goes down again. This Falcons defense is stepping up. Fourth down. This is going to be fourth and about 15, and you can't even really go for this. You got to go put points on the board, but you do this with your tail between your legs. You're not happy about these 3 points. All right, we got a 35-yard attempt for the thicker kicker, Cardi. Cardi B. Cardi Bait. Oh, I was trying to come up with something. Trying to come up with something, nothing there. I kind of like his last name's Cardi. He eats a lot. Something will come to me, just not in that moment. All right, back to commercial. Good thing we got more news stories. I mean, more of these headlines about the called off, last minute called off weddings. Not me, but my aunt, her ex fiance, and her ex fiance. My aunt was found to be stealing from my grandma a lot, like over 50 grand. And my grandma had dementia too. I mean, she's a mark. Easy mark if she's got the dementia. My grandma had spoiled my aunt for her whole life, bought her everything she wanted with no strings attached, no matter how much she messed up. But that wasn't enough for my aunt, apparently. She was arrested and subsequently disowned by her family. Her fiance dumped her when he found this out, and now she's with a much better woman. Oh, so this was a lesbian couple. Okay, okay. That threw me off right there. I was trying to put that together. That I feel like that should have been mentioned at the top. Also, if you're with someone who's capable of stealing from their own grandmother, these are signs that you need to see way beforehand. You don't wait till after she's arrested. Like you gotta know that beforehand. You have no awareness. You have no awareness. All right, I was engaged for 3 years to a single mother. She was great, a fantastic girlfriend and fiance, and the relationship was near perfect, except for one thing: her 8-year-old boy. Over the 3 years, his behavior was getting progressively worse, mostly at school, but he started to bring the behavior home. Around my fiance, he'd be good as gold, but the moment her back was turned, he would turn into an absolute terror. He'd break things, blame me, and he would harm my dog and steal things. My home life was miserable because of it. My only happiness came from when he was at his father's every other weekend. I was depressed and stressed, which caused me to gain an enormous amount of weight, and I would lock myself in the bedroom just to be away from him. Wow, so this kid really took it to you. No ability to take control. You're like, this 8-year-old's running my life. Then one day I realized I could leave, so I did. What was your realization that you could leave? That you just woke up one day and said, I had free will? I'm not going to let an 8-year-old decide my life? That doesn't just happen overnight. All right, so the Falcons going back onto the field. It is still just the start of the third quarter, 11 minutes left in the game. Riley, you are a good man. You are a good man, and this is why you're a coveted and well respected tea timer. Because you know how fun the horse races can be late, and you know how important it is to get everyone involved. I will take that deal 10 times out of 10. Good doing business with you. So, anyone who's listening out there, next horse race is worth 10. And then if he wins that, the next horse race could be worth 21. But let's win this next one first. Riley's turning into the villain of the horse races because he can never not win. Look at Bijan Robinson. Is he going to break it all the way? This guy is ridiculous. He was tackled behind the line of scrimmage, breaks that, and breaks it off at 50 yards. I cannot get over how good this guy is. It's impressive to watch. This Rams team, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. Let's watch this. He was basically down in the backfield. They barely got the handoff to him. He bounces off that, cuts it upfield, and look how it doesn't even look like he's trying. It doesn't even look like he's trying. And he's faster than everyone. My Lord. This guy is unbelievable. 156 rush yards. If he's in anyone's fantasy championship tonight, you just won. Okay, we pass it off to Bijan. Finally, someone tackles him. And now I'm realizing how impressive it is to tackle him every single time. All right, we're looking. Oh, it's a little fake handoff. Definitely handing it off. A little stop and go. Okay, now he's starting to. He's feeling himself a little bit too much. He thinks he can now run through and around everyone. It ain't that easy for you, Bijan. Okay, we're getting off the field after that. Yeah, look at this. A little trying to stop and go. Yeah, let's pack it in. Pack it up, pack it in. Yeah, he's a little gassed right now. He's a little gassed, rightfully so. All right, Kirk Cousins in the shotgun, 3rd and 9. 9 minutes left in the third. How to hike? There we go. Oh, we got false start. We got some movement. What's going on there? All right, in the shotgun, 3rd and 14. He's looking left, falling back to Sills. Sills getting involved again. Just a gain of 4 or so right there. 4th down, going back to the Rams. Could they have a comeback going on here? Could they have a comeback going on here? I'm curious. I'm curious. Oh wait, we're going. This is field goal territory. All right, we're really enthralled with how big the punter is as the holder. Also, how far is this field goal? Okay, it's 56 yards. I didn't know. I didn't realize we were in field goal range. Non-ball nowhere. We're in a dome. That's good. Okay, yeah, that's not much of a comeback that could be going on right now. What's the Riley? What's the score of your dad's game right now? Is he already done? Did he already lose? I'm in the I'm looking at fantasy matchups right now that have Robinson involved, and whoever has Robinson has won. They've decidedly won their matchups. Wait, I'm curious about this commercial. Ben turned into a monkey? Primate. Very weird premise. Okay. Going back to these stories, so these are last minute last minute weddings called off. They died, or so I was told. Nope, he actually moved to Japan with his lover, Craig, and they're super happy now. Found that out a year later. Still unsure how to feel about it, but it's a great opening story when I start a new therapist. I'm happy now though, and so it's just a part of my life. I also lost no money on the cancellation. Um, if you're looking for great opening stories with your therapist, you're like, oh, do I have something good for you? Buckle in. You need to step back and say, I'm not going to therapy for the right reasons. I'm trying to wow my therapist with the story. What I'm curious about is this guy who went to Japan with his lover Craig. Was he always gay? Was it with the woman that he was engaged to, gonna get married to, and then he just happened to fall in love with Craig, or was he gay and still went off with a gay guy? That's a curious part of this story. Yeah, that's gonna kill anyone. That's gonna kill anyone, Riley. I found out he was living with another woman in another state. Um, I found out he was living with another woman in another state. She was his broker, not. Additionally, um, people started finding out about me canceling. A male friend of mine reached out to ask if it was because of his cheating. I hadn't shared any details, so I asked what he was talking about. Turns out they had been sexting each other. So apparently he was just hooking up with anyone willingly. Or with anyone willing. I'm no longer friends with that male friend. I left my ex. He stalked me. I prosecuted him. And that's just a fun end to that tale. Going back to the game now. How did you not know he was living with another woman? Like, did you know he was living with another woman in another state? And you're just like, I guess that's what he does. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. 24-3 in favor of the Falcons. And, I mean, I think we're going to be seeing Jimmy Garoppolo on this drive. First time we've got a glimpse of Joe Buck and Troy Aikman in the booth. Two very classic looks. I got no issue with them. Troy Aikman, you can tell that he's not involved in this game at all. He's not getting worked up. He's not getting excited because the coat's still on. By this time in the game, usually way earlier in the game, he ditches the sport coat. He still got it on. Joe Buck, always looking very square. There's no indentation. A good suit's got a, even if you're fat, even if you got a little bit of a belly, a good suit's got a little bit of indentation right here, right below the chest, and it's just straight down. That is Albrecht right here, the DC for the Falcons. Great beard on him. All right, we're still throwing out Stafford. The is out there too. All right, gain of about 4 right there for Williams. He has, I mean, the running game's been non-existent. Been non-existent for the Rams. All right, where clock's running, fake handoff, Stafford with time, throws it to Kyron. Good first down right there. Could we get enough from Kyron? Let's check out how many fantasy points he has. Could they still have a chance? All right, Stafford. Rolling out, he's under pressure, just throws it away basically, looking for Kyron. All right, so Kyron's got 3.4 fantasy points right now. My buddy needs him to have 26. Could he start popping off? Could he start popping off in the right direction? I don't think so. All right, I wish I heard that. So the 5 and the 6 seed actually does matter to the Rams. I like. Oh, there's Kyron Williams. Can he get loose? So this actually does mean more to the Rams than I thought it did, because the big difference between the 5 and the 6 seed. So they're going to have to play either the Bears or the Eagles at their stadium away if they get the 6 seed. I don't know who they can play if they get the 5 seed. Oh, we got a great throwing catch. No, that's not Ferguson. They have so many guys that look alike. 87, Allen. 18, Ferguson. 84, Parkinson. These guys all look the same. All right, we're Hale. It's a fake handoff, play action, rolling out Stafford. He's looking back to the left, throwing deep, wide open, touchdown. Ferguson. He's feeling Fergalicious with that one. Not the greatest spin, not the greatest spin on that celebration, but he can move on. Could they be mounting something in LA? Could this be a little bit of a comeback? Let's see. Let's see. I'm interested. Yep, he's got time. What a move right there. Hates. I don't know if you bite for that. Look at the thicker kicker. Get a little twist in, and that's 10. 24-10. Down 2 touchdowns with a little bit more than a quarter left. 5 minutes left in this third quarter. I don't know about this game being over. Oh, see, they want this. I did not know the stipulations of getting between the 5 and the 6 seed. They want this game. They want this game. They're gonna be trying. Okay. All right. How much more do we? I mean, I still like these stories. I still like these stories. Wow. There's quite a few left. All right. Let's go back up to where we were. Um. Okay. I was 18, so these are stories of weddings that were called off a minute before or last minute. I was 18 and he was 23 in the Navy when we met in Sicily. See, that's just romantic, meeting in Sicily. We decided to elope in Malta. I see this. I love the story. With a few of his friends over a quick weekend trip. I was feeling very nauseous and blah, so he went out with the boys the night before the elopement. Around 3 a.m., the door loudly opens with him in the arms of his friends, being almost carried. He is drunk and he is angry. Drunk and angry, all caps. He punched one of his friends in the face. Then they immediately looked at me and said, "This is who you're gonna fucking marry?" I mean, she didn't. She was very caught up in the moment. They're in Sicily. This guy's in the Navy. I mean, that's romantic right there. And then she got a peek behind the curtain, and then they left. Meanwhile, he gets more volatile, and I'm crying. I did the fawn response that night, and then the next day, when he was too sick to remember or care about eloping, uh, he then noped the fuck out. I never heard that before. Noped the fuck out. Yeah, that's better for both of you. Getting eloped in Sicily, though, I could fall for that. I could fall for that. I knew a guy whose mom died unexpectedly the week before the wedding, meaning the funeral would be a couple days before the wedding. He was emotionally wrecked and asked his fiancee if they could delay. The fiancee refused and started posting on Facebook about how she was being betrayed. At that point, he formally called it off. Then her parents called them and demanded refunds for their deposits. Bride refused to return the ring, which had been recently his deceased mom's, so he got a lawyer involved. Oh my God, you didn't know you were going to marry the devil. This woman sounds the worst. Your mom just died. She didn't give a shit. Let's get married when we said we would. This is my dream date. We can't mess with the dream date. My lord. I think we gotta move on. I think we gotta move on from these stories. Look, yeah, I knew right away, Parkinson. That's insane. 170 of the 240 yards for the Falcons, Bijan. You hand the ball out. Oh, we got to play action. We throwing it to Bijan? No. Down the field. It's Mooney getting involved. He hasn't been very involved, but they found him for a first down. And really, oh, it's a flag. Is this coming back? Come on. This can't come back. Okay, it's on LA. The Schwan, Deswan Johnson. That's a new name. Let's watch this pass interference or this roughing the passer. I love that sell. I love that sell. Oh, he did get popped at the end of that. Nice play by Kirk. Oh yeah, I mean he did drive, but like, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do, man? Like, how do you stop yourself from falling on him if you're trying to make a play? Oh, that's yeah, that adds on to it too. I mean, they're already in scoring position again. They can afford a field goal. They can't afford another touchdown. We got play action again. He's looking back to the left. Screen pass for Bijan. Breaks the first tackle. Gets stood up at the 30. Gain of 7 or 8 though. All right, time winding down in the third. Less than 4 minutes. Falcons driving. See, now I pay attention. Oh, what a move. Oh my God. Do you see how stupid he made look 95 look? Another great gain, another first down. So this this is something that Brady said on a broadcast. He's been one of the best announcers, I feel like, but he said this on a broadcast when he was on calling the Bears Packers game. What he said was that there was a false start on the Bears, and Caleb Williams did something similar to what Kirk Cousins did right there, where he was faking. He wanted to try to get the defense off sides, so he did a really hard call and then followed it up with another hard call. And he said the hard call that he followed it up with, that's what made his offensive lineman get spooked. He said, get spooked, and then go with the false start. And then Kirk Cousins, being the veteran that he is, he just did something that was the opposite of that. So he tried to get the defense off sides. He did a real hard count. Instead of doing another hard call right after it that would spook his offensive line into moving, he went, "We're good, we're good." So that's something that I learned from Brady, and now I'm paying attention to that type of stuff. And Kirk Cousins, being a veteran, he knows to say that we're good, we're good. Brady said that. He said he used to say easy, easy after he tried to make a hard call and the defense didn't jump. So he wouldn't spook his line. We got another handoff to Algier. Great run, hard run. Gain of 5 right there, maybe even 6. Third down, 3rd and 2. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what you need to do. I think he handed it back off to him. All right, Falcons in the shotgun. Kirk Cousins waiting for the ball. We're handing the ball back off to Algier. He gets stuffed behind the line. Great play. This is a tide. I mean, they couldn't afford that long pass coupled with the roughing the passer penalty. Otherwise, I think they would have stopped him again. But just to hold them to a field goal here is good enough. Time running out in the third quarter. 4th and 4. Yep, this is where you bring out your kicker. This is an obvious kick. All right, 37-yard field goal. Oh, it gets blocked, and he catches it. He's going to bring it back. He's going to bring this back. He gives the peace sign to the Falcon sideline. See you later. We're going to the end zone. Touchdown, Jared Verse in the Rams defense. He straight up caught the ball off the kick. Oh, my God. This game is just flipped on its head. This game is just flipped on its head. It looked like the Falcons were going to win this game easily. I'm asking for Garoppolo. Turns all the way around. Oh, like McVay pointed to him. Oh my God, he's popped up. The Falcons are pooping themselves. They are absolutely pooping themselves. I think the Rams might end up winning this game. The Rams might end up winning this game. The thicker kicker to kick things off with a little cherry on top of his sundae. Banana split style right between the uprights. Oh no, 24-17 with a full quarter left. This was a 21-0 game. Oh, it bounces. So he blocked it and it bounced right back to him. Couldn't dream of a better bounce. Gives the peace sign to the Falcons bench on the way to the end zone. Oh no. What a block. Easy block. Right back to him. He looked fast too. He looked fast bringing that back. Nope, we're not kidding you, Riley. This game's still in play. This game's still in play. Now it's getting chippy out there. Not so much, Riley. We got a little bit of a comeback going on. I'd love to see the Rams go down. Honestly, I'd like to see it too. I gotta finish my power ring because I got just two teams left that I need to say. All right, Kirk Cousins, he's throwing the ball to Bijan, first down. I mean, the Rams defense is still an issue. They're still not getting any stops when they need to. We are winding down. We're going to come up to the end of the third quarter. And you know what we do at the end of quarters around here? It's going to be another horse race. You pick a number between 1 and 6 like the sides of a die. Also, while you guys are picking numbers, let me just finish off with my power rankings. I had 10 Packers, 9 Bills, 8 Texans, 7 Bears, 6 Seahawks, 5 Broncos, 4 49ers, 3 Jaguars. And then, this is biased, I don't care, but they're looking like one of the best teams. They definitely are in the top 10. I think they're definitely in the top 5. The New England Patriots at number 2. And who I have at 1 is playing in this game right now. It's the Los Angeles Rams. At times, they've looked like the best team in the league for sure. They look like the best team in the league. Not right now, but they're coming back. All right, if you are in the chat, let me hear you because, oh, yep, there's Riley with his 6. You can almost, it's death, taxes, Riley with the 6 horse. It just happens every single time. Riley, I'm not sure if we got anyone else in the chat right now. I'm not sure what you need to do. You said it yourself. This horse race is worth 10. Who are we giving it to? Who are we giving it to? Someone else on the horse race leaderboard needs 10. They need 10 points. Give it to someone. We're getting it going. Ooh. Bingo. Wait. Oh, you're seeing both feetsies there. Bingo. Riley, let's hear from you, pal. Oh, never mind. Let's go. Fantasy. We need a live update from the fantasy guy. We need a live update from the fantasy guy. He's got this game locked up right now. He's got this game locked up, and hey, we're proud of him. He did the right thing. He started off his day doing the tea time tailgate yesterday, and that's what makes the difference. He showed up when other people wouldn't have. All right, we got 2. He wants to run it back. Mike, this is worth 10. This is worth 10 right here. There's a 5. Watch, I mean, look at this 5. Look at this 5 horse go. And there's a 1. Can we get all the odd numbers again? I predicted 3. It's a 4. That's okay. 1, 4, 5. Let's get a 2. And there's another 1. 1 cruising right now. 1 is leading the pack. And there's another 5. 1 and 5 doing the right thing. 2, 3, 6 needs to get out of the gate. And there's 6. All reliable 6, always doing the right thing. And there's another 1. There's another 1. Oh no, Mike, this is not good. This is not good. There's 4. There's 4. 4, 5 in second place. 2, 3. Haven't got out of the blocks yet. There's another 5. 1 and 5. 1 and 5. 5 going. And there's a 6. Riley, he's moving up. He's moving in the right direction. There's another 6. Oh no. Oh no. 6 is tied for the lead. 2 isn't even out of the block yet. And there's a 4. 4, 5. Oh, we got a 4-way tie. 1, 4, 5, 6. 2 and 3. Not out of the block. 1 taking the lead. Where are 2 and 3? Are they on there? There's a 3. Thank God. But where's the 2? Michael Bryan's dying for a 2. This one's where. There we go. Oh, we are. And we're off. Because all the horses are out of the gates now. It's another 2. Michael Bryan back-to-back 2s. Can he get a 3? Oh, no, we got a 3. We couldn't get the 3rd one. We're going to move up. We're going to keep him. And there's a 1. 1's cruising. 1's in the lead by a wide margin. And there's another 3. Look at this 4-way tie. Can we get a 2 just for the numerology of it? Oh, it looked like a 2. It moved its way to 3. 3 in second place. Solo for the second. There's a 1. There's a 1. So this is what happens. This is what's been happening recently is there's one horse that just separates from the pack, and that horse always ends up winning by a wide margin. Then we got the rest of them. And there's a 4. Okay, we got 3 and 4. 2 back from the 1. And there's a 5. Okay, now let's get a 2 involved. Let's get a 2 involved. There's a 1 again. Like I said, this 1 is going to win. It's probably going to be on this roll. There's a 3. Okay, 1 and 3. Doing the right thing, moving in the forward direction. There's a 5. Okay, the odd number is playing a big role in this one. And there's a 6. I hadn't seen the 6 in a while. 6 moves up. 6 is going. And there's a 5. Okay, 5. Just one away from 1. 2 away from the win. And there's 3. 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. All the way there. 2 and 6 are really slacking. There's 4. Representing for the even numbers. And there's another 5. 1 and 5. Is 5 going to win back-to-back horse races? It's a 6. Oh no, Mikey O'Brien. We need you badly. We needed you badly right there. There's 5 for its 2nd horse race win in the row, but we just care about 2 and 6. And there's 6. There's 6. 6 is going to win. The 2 is so far back, it's ridiculous. 3. 6 is 2 away from winning. and there's another 6, and then, I mean, really, it's just a battle of who gets 6. Who is going to get 6? And there it is. 3 6s in a row to end it. Riley wins another horse race. I mean, this is his month. This is his month. He did make a promise, though. This horse race was worth 10, but the next one he said if he won this one, the next horse race would be worth 21. The next horse race would be worth 21. So, Riley, you're a man of your word. I know that. We're going to get you back upright. We're going to get this going. We like to make updates around here. So, the horse race leaderboard is, I mean, it's all Riley. GG's in the chat. GG's in the chat for Riley. 26 horse race. You've never seen a number like 26 next to a horse race, but that's what happens when he's trying to be generous, but really the 6 is always going to come out triumphantly. It's a problem. All right, let's go. We still got a couple things going. We got the start of the fourth quarter now. Start of the fourth quarter. We got already a minute and a half in. Rams with the ball, chance to tie and then win the game. Falcons pooping down their leg. They can never finish. No playoff wins in Detroit. Gets traded to the Rams, and then he won the Super Bowl. I like that graphic right there. It's a work. He's a work of art. You just got to chisel it away. GG's in the chat. Nice win, Riley. Next one's worth 21, though. All right, Falcons leading by 7. But we got the ball in the Rams' hands. We're faking the handoff, rolling out right. Puka Nacua. How you doing? Hasn't been very involved, but they used him. They've used him. Pass yards. 279 to 263. Oh, this is that average? And then 41 total touchdowns. I mean, Drake May's been great. Second year in the league. He's been great. You got to give it to Stafford, though. He's looked amazing. Drake May's right there. We're handing the ball off. Kyron Williams finding a hole, finding something extra. That's a gain of about 20 right there. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope, Greg. You still can do it. Let's check this out. Yeah, the momentum is totally switched. Is right. All right, let me get up the box score. Yeah, let me. Oh, no. Oh, Stafford looking over the middle. He's got Parkinson, gain of 8. They got all the momentum right now. Let me tell. Oh, yeah. We got every month we'll get a new leaderboard going. That's how we do it around here, Riley. We wipe everything goes clean at the end of December, but I have one more stream before the end of this month. We're doing a New Year's Eve one. All right, let's see how many points Kyron Williams has for my guy who needs a fantasy victory to stay in the league. Give it back to him. 2nd and 1. This has got to go to him. Or it could be play action. Nope, not a play action. Kyron Williams getting involved late in the game. Can he do it? All right, so he's got 52 yards, so that's 5.2 points. They do half PPR in this league. He's got one grab for 10 yards, so that's another 1.5. So he's got 6.7. Needs 20 more. That's the question I'm asking myself, Riley. Luckily, we have a month to figure it out, but usually it's just the best games that are on national TV that week. I'll do a little. I'll do NBA. I'll do NCAA basketball. Anything that's real, anything topical that's going to be on. I think I'm going to do the IIHF finals. I think that's going to be on a Monday in January. So I think I might do that. So whatever's going on that month, we'll figure it out. All right, we got Stafford in the shotgun, Rams at the 33. They're driving. Oh, he's going for the end zone. Does he have it? Oh, just out of the hands of Nakua. Almost had it. He looks banged up. He doesn't look right, Nakua. You want to get him off the field if you can. I will do the NHL, Riley. I will, but admittedly, those are the hardest games to call. Just because any other game, there's plenty of stoppages where I could free ball it. NHL, it's always going. It's actually been tough. Oh, look, he knew he almost had it. Nakua, 4 grabs for 36 yards. An off night for him. 3rd and 8. 10:04 left in the quarter. That looked like, oh my God. They got to call offsides. There was offsides. They're going to call it. It's coming back. Wow. That screwed up everything. Without the offsides, they wouldn't have recovered that ball. They're doing the dirty bird, but you guys might want to clean that up, fellas, because it's coming back. Yep, that's coming all the way back. They needed that. Oh, that's a little too much dancing. You're down to the Falcons right now. That's a little too much dancing. But what I probably can imagine is some guys are talking shit around him, and he does a little dance in front of them to let them know. 3rd penalty of the year on that guy. 3rd penalty of the year on that guy, and they're all defensive offsides. Raheem Morris is trying to still put up a fight. Did he just correctly time it? Did he correctly time the snap? We didn't really get a replay of that. 3rd and 3 now. Do you run the ball? They are. They're running it with Kyron. Nothing doing on that one. Nothing going. I don't really know why you run it. Is it because it's a 4 down situation? Do you go for it right here? The way that this game's going, I think you can afford to go for it. What are they doing? What are they doing? 9:36 left in the game. 4th and 3 or less. The analytics say go for it. McVay agrees. Look at him. That's an intense move. You know when you got this hand on your chin, you're thinking hard. What do we got? What we got here? Stafford in the shotgun. He's looking to the left, throwing left, picked off. Great play by Bates. He snuffed that one out. Could he take it all the way? Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Wait, no, did he not? Now he's doing a little celebration before he gets in there. Watts with the pick, 2nd pick of the night, a touchdown, and he does it in their face too. Wow. I think he went out of bounds. Can we look at this back? We gotta look at this again. Let's see this. This was a great play. He saw this the whole way. He snuffed that out, steps up as the free safety, and then he finds open space in front of him. But I thought he went out of bounds. They're doing a little caca for the Falcons. Right when you think the Rams are coming back. 3 picks on the night. Yeah, way out. I think he pointed the wrong way. 3 picks on the night for Stafford. This is unlikely. This is unlike him. The way that guy Bates snuffed that out, he was baiting him, legit baiting him to throw that ball. He knew where it was going the whole time. Stafford was like usually he's looking people off. People don't know where he's going. Wait, what? They called a penalty on that? They're keeping this game in the balance a little bit? What the fuck was that called? Like an incidental touching of the ref? Is a penalty? That's a weird one. That's a weird one. All right, 2nd and 4 after the Bijan run. 89 in motion. Kirk Cousins, another handoff to Bijan. Gain of 2 right there, maybe just 1. Yeah, we're going to get 3rd and 2 coming up. Can they make a stop? This is a guy that you don't want to run into. Puda Ford. This guy is a friggin' unit. Holy shit. Look at the size of his neck. Yeah, I mean, you probably got to call that. It's written right in front of you. All right, Kirk Cousins back in the shotgun. 3rd and 2. I would hand this ball off. Are they gonna? No, they're looking to pass it. He's got time. Hand in the face. Oh, did he throw a pick? Almost. Almost picked off. Where that Stavo, I was on the phone with him earlier, Nady. He was freaking out. This was 3 hours before game time. He was legit freaking out. Can we get? We need to get him going in the chat right now. Get that group chat going. It's been awfully silent. I think it's time to say it's over. I think it's time to say it's over. Oh, that could have been picked. All right, they're at the 50-yard line. They're punching it back to the Rams. So after that, what would have been a pick six, barely stepping out of bounds. Real turn of events, along with that penalty, bringing it back 15 yards. I think they were already in field goal range. Weird penalty. This is going right back on the hotel. They do something right. Is this Atlanta? It is in Atlanta. Give him a call. Give him a call. He needs to hear from you. Oh, wait. All right. What we got to do, we have some segments still left to attack here. Actually, let's kick it off with we'll do another sponsor. We'll do another ad read. Shout out to our sponsors, like always. And this is a very relevant sponsor. This is applicable to this time of year. This is New Year's substitutions. Everyone always has these lofty goals going into the new year. They want to go to the gym every day. They want to eat healthy 7 days a week. They want to donate half their paycheck to charity. But these resolutions are hard to maintain. How about we swap out these resolutions for substitutions? Instead of going to the gym every day, how about let's eat one cookie every day? Instead of donating half your paycheck to charity, let's sub that out and put half your money on red at the casino. When you change your resolutions to substitutions, life gets a whole lot easier. So this is for the people that, you know what, this resolution stuff is for the birds. And there's a let's do substitutions instead, and let's make them easy on us too. We don't have to go to the gym every day. How about I eat a sweet every day? That sounds like more fun. How about that? Wow, 17 points in that third quarter from the Rams. 24-17 in favor of the Falcons. Ball back in the Rams' hand. It did turn. I'm glad that it did turn out to a good game, Joe Buck. I was a little nervous about coming up on this time, but no, we're having fun now. We're having fun. Okay, we got Stafford under center. He's looking right. He's just handing the ball off to Kyron. He's got room to run. Ooh, great run. Great run. Gain of 15 right there. Is my guy, Greggy Murnane, the Faja, is he still holding out hope that he can get this? That he can come back and win? He would basically need like Kyron to rip off a 60-yard touchdown run. And I still don't think he would get it. Give the ball back to him. You've been able to run the ball easily. But they need the... it's a play action. Going back to Kyron. He's got plenty of space to make some moves. He gets a good open field tackle from Watts. Oh, so I thought that was Bates. It was Watts. I think his last name was Watts. Either way, great tack. Yeah, it's Watts. He's had a great... He's having a great half. That was a great tackle in the open field. If they do Kyron all the way up this field, Kyron touchdown, my guy Greg, he's still watching. I know he's still watching and still believing. All right, back in the shotgun for Stafford. He's got time. He throws it over the middle for Kyron. Kyron getting involved. Could he? Could he? All right, where are we looking here? Kyron Williams. All right, less than 6 minutes left in the game. Rams down by a touchdown. 2nd and 4, handing it back off. Is that Kyron? Oh, no, it's not Kyron. That's a new running back, number 20. You got to get Rivers out of there. This ain't Rivers time. Give the ball back to Kyron. I'm really praying for it. Kyron Williams, he's got 3 grabs for 37 yards. So that's 1.5 plus 3.7. That's 5.2. 6.8 yards on the ground. That's 11 points. He needs 15 more. God, it's done. It's done. All right, fake handoff. He's going deep. There's a flag on the play. Puka Nacua deep for a touchdown. Who's that? Oh my God, what a play. Right when you think he's out of it, he's going back in there. That could change things. Oh no, it's coming back. Holding. Jeez, this guy has had a rough night. A bunch of penalties that have cost his team touchdowns. Let's see it. Where is he? They're trying to keep this game. There's a lot of, I don't know. No, it's this guy right here. That was not a penalty. That was not a penalty. Oh my God, I can't believe they've taken that amazing play back. What a catch by Puka. How do you take that back? How do you take that back? That's crazy. 1st and 20. They're trying to keep this game in check. Are they trying to... We're handing the ball off to Kyron. Gain of just 1 or 2 right there. Time running out. All right, we're going in the shotgun. He's looking left, throwing over the middle. 84 Parkinson sheds a tackler. Gets almost a first down. Third down and maybe one or two. Oof. Okay. All right, we got Stafford in the shotgun, handing the ball off to Kyron. He's got room. He's got space. Can he take it to the end zone? Can he take it all the way? Oh, he gets tackled by number 3. Great run. There's a flag. Don't do this to them. Don't do this to them. Handoff takes it all the way up the left side. Where's the call? That's a great stiff arm. Just a little bit to the top of the head. A little bit of a sunning. Oh, there's no flag. That was just a false graphic. We're throwing it to Nakua out in space. Can he get what he needs to get a touchdown? He does. He makes up for what was called back earlier. Just get this guy the ball in some space. He'll make a ham sandwich and a touchdown at the same time. That's just easy for him. That's just easy. Oh no, the Falcons just shat themselves. They are the home owners of the biggest comebacks in the NFL, being on the wrong side of them. Being on the wrong side of them. 8 plays, 89 yards, less than 5 minutes, 2:46 left in the game, tie ball game. Both teams with all their timeouts, but all the momentum is with Los Angeles and the Rams. Can the thicker kicker get it done? A little twist. Bingo was his name-o up the middle, tie ball game. It was 24-3. 24-3. Wow. This is a little bit of a I mean, don't call it a little bit. They led 24-3 tonight. Last loss after leading by 21 plus points was none other than Super Bowl LI 51 against the New England Patriots. That was one of the sweetest victories of all time for me, because it felt like I was playing in the game. I'll tell a quick story for those out there. I went to school in Maryland, and I was one of the few Patriot fans. Most of the guys I was friends with from the New York, New Jersey area, Giants and Jets fans. One of my best friends from college, he's from Long Island. He's a Jets fan, and him and I were born to hate each other. Like everything about our demographics, we're born to hate each other. He's tall and thin. I'm short and stocky. He's a Jets fan. I'm a Pats fan. We would always butt heads, but we're the best of friends. Oh my God, this guy's pumped. What was happening during that Super Bowl was this guy was in my ear the entire time. He's telling me how the Patriots suck, the Patriots blew it, and I'm just keeping my mouth shut. I'm not saying anything. And then we start coming back, and I'm still, we start coming back. I need to make this story quick because this game's good. We start coming back, and I'm still not saying anything, not saying anything. And then we win, and I fucking erupt on him. I said, "You're a loser. Your dad's a loser. His dad was a loser, and your kids are gonna be losers too." And then he goes, "Do you want to fight me in the basement right now?" And I go, "You're not even worth it." He proceeded to hide in his room for the next 3 days because of how devastatingly I went at him. One of the funniest moments of all time. All right, Cousins in the shotgun. He's looking to do something over the middle. Kyle Pitts with the grab. Did he? Let's see. Let's see. I want the Falcons to pull this off. Did he hold on to this? Jared Verse with the bull rush. Oh, Jake Matthews. These are two behemoths of human beings going at it. Let's see. Big hit. He held on to that. He's got the ball there. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning, and that is, yep, that's a 2-minute warning right there. 2-minute warning, 24-24. It was 24-3. This is the story of the Falcons. They always like to blow these, but they have the ball in their hands and they can do what they need to do to win this game. This guy's an animal. This guy's an animal. All right, we have a couple more segments to go. Give me 1 second here. All right. This is Tony's tough performance of the weekend. Every Monday Night Football, we look back at Sunday and we talk about who had a really tough performance, who showed that they got a set on them. And this is going to be an unlikely answer, but it's an answer worth saying. Quinn Ewers, backup quarterback, rookie quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. So Tampa went into Miami needing to win that game to keep their playoff hopes alive. Luckily, the Panthers lost, but they were absolutely trying to win that game. And Quinn Ewers looked horrible last week against the Bengals. What happens to Quinn? He gets a win for his team and had a great post-game presser where he was talking about, because of these reads, because of these defenses, this is how I started playing. And Dolphins fans were wondering why. Dolphins fans were wondering, why isn't Tua more like this? He gives us the most bullshit answers in his post-game pressers. He'll tell us that he's too short to see over the offensive line, so some players he can't see when they're open. That's the type of stuff he says in his post-game pressers. And then, because time's running out in this, we'll throw two segments into one. We have Tony's tough performance of the weekend. We have Tony's timid guy of the weekend. This is someone who couldn't get it done, who put his tail between his legs and showed that he was a little bit scared of the moment. So from that same game, it was Todd Bowles, the coach of the Buccaneers. If you are a leader of men, which most head coaches in the NFL are, if you're a leader of men, when your team is on this type of losing skid, you got the amount of talent that the Buccaneers have, you do not allow them to get on this type of losing streak. You turn the team around. You galvanize them. Instead, it's been the total opposite. No one is following his leadership. You see a terrible body language from that whole team. Everyone's shaking their heads. I had them to win their division. They're going to lose to the Panthers next week. There's no doubt. They're going to lose to the Panthers next week. All right, we got Kirk Cousins in the shotgun, handing it off to Bijan. Gain of 5 yards right there. They just waste time. This needs to be part of the game plan. Is they need to waste time, get into field goal range. Bijan Robinson, 215 total yards. That is unreal. Okay, we're handing the ball off to him. He's, a little skiddity do right there. A little hesitation move. Getting up almost to the first down. 3rd down and 1. They don't want to call timeout, the Rams. They believe in the defense right now. Time running out in this 4th quarter. We got 1 minute left in the game. All right, we're pitching it to Bijan, 1st down and then some. He's into field goal range, past field goal range, and that's exactly what they needed to do. Rams have all their timeouts left. They could possibly get the ball back with some time, but I think you just run this. I think you run this 3 more times with Bijan and get as close as you can for this field goal. All right, let's get the ball back to him. A little pitch play would help, not a run up the middle. Yeah, Algier. They try to get Algier to get the tough yards. He gets stuffed at the line. I'm surprised too, even though he is your back right there. You think he's the tough back, but the other guy's got 220 yards of offense. Give him the ball. Give him the ball in some space, man. Oh, maybe that's why. That is a bit of a jinx of a stat right there. Zero fumbles. Zero fumbles on 728 carries. A little loose in the pants for Zane Gonzalez. Someone get him a tighter pair. All right, Kirk Cousins under center. Algier still in the backfield. We're handing it off. Gain of nothing right there. They can't even get back to. They can barely get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9. Give us a little pitch play to Bijan. They can't even get 1 more yard right now. All right, we got Kirk Cousins under center. It's gonna be another handoff to Algier again. And he struck. That was 3 straight gives to Algier for a grand total of 1 yard. They call their third timeout. The Rams. There's 24 seconds left, so they still got some time on the other side. But Zany boy over here needs to get a field goal first. He gives himself a nice little bath on the sidelines, washes the face. They definitely could have been a little bit more aggressive. They're looking at a long field goal right here. But they can do enough to get this done. 51 yards. Come on, Zany boy, from the left hash. Game on your foot. Are you going to step up to the plate? Here it is. Here's the kick. Right in between the uprights. No doubter. No doubter. Ice in his veins, Zane. Ice in the Zane veins. There you go. All right, 21 seconds. No timeouts for the Rams. I still think they could come back and win it. Not win it, but I think they could. I mean, it would come with. There's still a chance for them to tie this game. Arthur Blank. He's excited about that one. And he's growing up the stash. I didn't know he had the stash on him. Even Stafford gives a little bit of a celebration. He goes, that's good. A little bit of a sarcastic celebration. What are we going to do? 50 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter and OT. Most by an active quarterback. He's in his 17th season. If you couldn't read, I'll read it for you. Do they try to? So they don't want to kick this in the end zone. I think. I think they want to take time for them to return it. Haboom. Oh no, he gets it all the way to the end zone. That could be a mistake right there. 21 seconds for Stafford and co. Yeah, that was a little bit of a. I don't know if that was a mistake by Zane or instruction from the coach, but these guys are saying the same thing where you gotta let them return it to waste some time. This goes all the way out to the 35. I thought it was the 25. We're going deep with it. He's open. Oh my god, that could have been. That could have been the win. That could have been the field goal. These guys are shitting their pants now. What happened on that coverage? What happened? Oh my god, blown coverage, missed throw by Stafford. That oh my god, that could have there was no one near him that could have been a touchdown. That was cool by Stafford right there, being able just to bounce the ball right up to himself. Timeout. Oh my god, I can't believe what just happened there. They're they can't do anything right. They don't know how to win, this Atlanta team. He says, "Oh my God," with the leg kick. "Oh my God," with the leg kick. We should have had it. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, McVay. But you coulda. And maybe you shoulda. But you didn't woulda. I don't even. I think they're just gonna. They're gonna use all four of these downs to go for plays that are gonna get them into field goal range. They can't afford. Oh jeez. Oh, he's going deep. Who's he looking for? He's got two. Oh my God! Right through his hands. They're getting prime time opportunities to come back and tie this game. That would have been tough, though. That would have been tough for them to get all the way down the field and clock that. 9 seconds left. They could have called a foul on that. They could have called pass interference on that. They didn't want to. That's a premier receiver. They might do it. He didn't really try to sell it either. If he gave a little bit of this after, something could have happened. 10 seconds left in the game, time running out, and the play clock gets the play off. Another whistle. Timeout, maybe? God, they really want to give this game away. That's a missed call. That's a game-changing call. You wonder what the prerogatives are. You wonder where their bread is buttered. Good call by Troy right there. That is hard to pick up in real time and really hard to throw that if you don't see much. All right, 9 seconds or 10 seconds left. Stafford throwing to the sideline, trying to make a play. Did he catch it? Oh my God, this guy's incredible. Did he catch it? Was he in bounds? I think we might get an overtime. Let's see this. This is an incredible play. Wow. Oh. Wait, did he have possession of that? Oh my God, one-handed he did. What? That looks like a catch. He caught it with one hand. Look at that catch. That's a catch. Oh my God, the guy almost guides it into his hands. That's a catch. That was incredible. You knew every time he was going back there that they had a chance for a 50-yard play. What a catch. Gets both feet that oh no, he did no. The ball comes loose. The ball came loose. That would have been incredible. That would have been incredible. Look, it came loose for a second. You thought, I mean, for a second, it looks like a clean one-handed grab. And then it comes loose right there. Oh, that would have been incredible. I wanted that. Oh, no, that's not a catch. That was incredible. Oh my God, what a play. Troy, they wouldn't be going for the end zone if they got that. Yeah, all right. So Joe Buck was quick to correct them there. 4th and 10, 5 seconds left. There's going to be a desperation play to the end zone. 65 yards. Does Stafford have it in him? I do want to see how easily can he throw at 65, and can he? Another timeout. God damn it. Really, they're really doing a good job icing this. All right, we got Stafford, last play of the game, looking to the right sideline. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why even try to make that throw? That makes no sense. Why even try to make that throw? Because you can't kick a field goal. Time's off the clock. I don't understand that play call at all. Okay, I mean, my only explanation is that he can't throw it 65 yards, but I think he can. All right, that is the end of the game right there. Falcons get an unexpected victory over the Rams. Rams, the number one power ranked team according to Tea Time, they go down to the lowly Falcons. They go down to the Falcons. Riley, yeah, we already know you had the six. We already know you had the six. Is anyone else in here? If anyone else is in here, let us know. If not, Riley, I don't think we can do a horse race, man. I don't think we can do a horse race if no one else is in here. We're gonna do another stream on New Year's Eve. We can do it then. We can do more horse racing then, but I don't know. You got such a big lead. It doesn't even feel right to do it with just you. We'll give it a minute or two. So that was okay. It was 4th down anyway, so there was 1 second left in the game. So I kind of understood it. They could have gone for a really long field goal. Laura Laura Rutledge got an outfit like she's a haunted butler, like she's a possessed butler in a scary movie. But she's pulling it off. She actually is pulling it off. If anyone else is, we're gonna give it one more minute to get the last horse race in. If not, if no one else is out there, we're gonna wrap it up. Riley, we're gonna have to, just because I did, if it's a 21-point horse race, which is gonna be the biggest horse race in tea time history, we can't just have you in here. We can't. What we usually do, where you give it up to someone. I want the excitement of someone able to win that live, and I want the excitement of someone able to come back this month live. So that's why I appreciate you being here. I really do. I really really do. But we're gonna have to wait till next one. No one else is in here. We'll leave it for New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve 3. I think it's 3 at 3:30. That game is. We're gonna have it. So that's another edition of Monday Night Football with Tea Time. This was the last Monday Night Football regular season game. That's we leave the drama for when they're back. We'll leave the drama for when people are here. I promise you, Riley. Okay, we're gonna get it in. But this was the last regular season Monday Night Football game for Tea Time. We have another Monday Night Football game coming up. It's going to be the playoffs. This was the last NFL actually, no. This is not the last NFL regular season game. We got more games this weekend. I'm going to be covering a game on Saturday at the tea time schedule moving forward. We got New Year's Eve. We got a bowl game, Texas and Michigan. On New Year's Day, we got another bowl game. I'm going to leave it up to the tea timers to decide which one I'm going to cover. And then on Saturday, we're going to do another tea time for the Bucks Panthers game. So I want to thank everyone who is a part of this, anyone who is in the chat. We are far from done. We're just going to start heating up. The regular season is ending in the NFL, but tea time is just starting to heat up. We're going to get into the good stuff for the playoffs. So until next time, thank you as always.